Yo, what's happening, my people? What's
Yo.
happening? We broadcasting live from Players Choice. I'm up here with the panel. I got some of my good guys with me. I got Big Ox in the house. I got Mars Blackman in the house. I got Chilltown Hoops in the building. And also Dion from Ohio is here to put on a good show.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, fellas? Talk to me.
Hey, I got a question. And I was watching the Summer League last night, and I mean, you dudes watch basketball. What makes you say when you see a guy, that guy's a star, that guy is going to be, he's going to have an immediate impact. This guy is not going to be very good. What about a guy makes you have that kind of attitude when you watch a guy?
In Summer League or in general?
I'll start with Summer League because the reason I'm bringing Summer League up, I remember in 2017 when I saw Jason Tatum. I remember watching Jason Tatum. It was at the University of Utah. I was like, that dude got 20 a game written all over him. His motor, how he played in the mid range, how he got to the basket. I was like, yo, this dude's gonna be a star. When you watch a guy just in Summer League, and I know a lot of these dudes, more than half of these guys aren't gonna make an NBA roster. I do know that, but watching these guys, what about their game makes you think, okay, that translates to the pro game?
For me, I think some of it depends on what you get, where you get drafted, what you get drafted for. But most of these guys on Summer League teams, most of them are going to be role players.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at, can they do role player things? I don't, respectfully, no disrespect to them, I don't care if they score 25 because they're running isolation every time down the court. Because realistically, you're going to be on an NBA team where you're not going to have license to do what you want. So it's, can you capitalize off advantages? Can you make quick decisions? Are you making good rotations on defense? Is your effort high? All of those things culminate to, okay, I think this guy could play in the NBA. That's like the role player aspect of it. And then like the star player aspect of it is, can you create advantages for your teammates, but without having to dribble for 20 seconds of the clock? Can you create advantages and then recognize them? Can you make good reads out of pick and roll? Can you make open shots? Can you create open shots for other people? Is your shot selection good, or are you taking outrageous shots? Keontae George, like all of those things. Like, I think that's what tells me about how I think a player can translate. It's not about the stats or if he's putting up 20 a game, 15 a game in the Summer League. Like, I watched parts of the Philly game and I watched pretty much all of the Memphis Utah game. Philly have three good players who I think can play in the NBA for them this year: Ricky Council, Jared McCain, and Adem Bona. All three of them are good players. Mm-hmm. Adem, his motor is off the charts. He might come into the league and have maybe
what's his name? Right quick, Mars. What's his name again?
Adem Bona.
Where's he from?
He played at UCLA, was it? Yeah, UCLA. He played at UCLA. He played next to Jaime, not this past year, the year before.
Yeah.
He was like a second round pick. I think he was defensive player of the year in the Pac-10. I think I might be wrong on that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, his motor is off the charts. His effort every time up. Now he has some fouling issues, but that's to be expected. He's a young big, but his motor and his athleticism is probably going to get him time on the court, just because every offensive rebound he's going for it. Every defensive rebound he's going for it. If he can block the shot, he's going to go for the block shot. Now that leads to some ill discipline, but you can teach that. He's rolling hard on every screen. You don't have to worry about him stopping at the free throw line. He's going to roll hard every time. He's gonna try catch every lob. All of those things. That's how you earn minutes if you're a big like him. Mm-hmm. Jared McCain, he plays with a level of patience and poise that not many young players, especially guys who are freshmen, come in with. Now, he didn't shoot. He didn't make a three, I don't think. But his poise, his ability to come off a pick and roll and snake and get someone on his back, that's something that you learn in the NBA. He's doing that already. And he played an off-ball role at Duke. So him doing this in a primary role was impressive. And Ricky Council,
Jared was looking nice last night, right? Quick, Jared was looking nice last night.
Nice.
Hey, I don't care. Chill. I don't care.
He has a high boy for the game.
I don't care what color he paints his nails. I don't care what TikTok dances he do. If that boy play like that,
he's gonna be in a rotation. He's gonna be in a rotation.
And I want you to keep going, Mars. I might feel a certain way about guys painting their fingernails, but Dennis Rodman painted his fingernails, and I mean, he's the best rebounder of his era. He's the best, arguably the best defensive player of his era. So that doesn't bother me. But to your point about McCain, he's just got a really good feel for the game. He looks like he knows what he's doing out there. He doesn't look like a guy who is just wide-eyed and not really sure about where he wants to go. And when you, I'm not sure if you can teach that, to be quite honest with you. I think that's something. When a guy's got a feel for the game, I feel like it's the same thing as having that dog in you. I don't think you can put the dog in somebody. You can bring it out of them, but I don't think you can put it in somebody. And I feel the same way about a guy who's got a feel for the game. If I know what I'm doing, it's very similar to just watching something. If I'm a visual learner and I just know how to do this, it's not that you can't teach me how to do it, but okay, I got it. And I think he kind of looks like a quick study for me.
Yeah, I think you either got feel or you don't. Like, you can develop reads. Like, teams will teach you in a pick and roll if the low man tags, the skip to the corner, blah blah blah. Like, they can teach you the reads, but you still have to be able to recognize when things are happening, what needs to happen in this situation, and then when you level it up is when you're able to control situations, not just take what the defense gives you. You're able to force the defense to do things that you want them to do. And I think that's what separates the very good players from the great players, the very good offensive players to the great offensive players. I'll look at a guy like Zach LaVine, very good offensive player, but he can't capitalize on defenses the way a guy like Luka Doncic can. No matter how much you teach him reads out of pick and roll, he's not going to be able to manipulate defenses or capitalize on that. He just can't do it. That's just not his game. Jared McCain, he gives me, if everything goes right and his development projects the way I think it can, Kyle Lowry vibes. That's what I think he can be. A floor general, shoot the ball, constant effort on defense, he's going to put his body on the line. He's going to help on the glass. He's going to do all the little things, but then he's going to help you out. He's going to shoot the ball at a high clip. He's going to be able to run your offense. He's going to be able to play without the ball. That's what I think you get with a guy like Jared McCain. And him being coming off a freshman year, being able to do that, that's pretty high praise.
Do you think, or is it fair that maybe in this particular situation with him and Maxey, with them extending Maxey, do you think they move off of him off the strength that he probably should be running his own crew at some point?
No. I think they try and keep him because, I mean, every time you get and this is young rookies or young players who are on their rookie deal, anytime they're on a contender and they're good, the value you get from Jared McCain making $4 million against your cap is immense. So they're gonna at least keep him just to the end of his rookie contract,
right?
Probably, maybe, and then if it doesn't work out and he's too good for Philly, maybe you extend him and then you move him on because he's might be too good for a backup role or a complementary role in Philly. But while he's on his rookie contract, making $4 million and he's a good contributor for a good team, you have to keep that. Like, you just have to, because you're not going to find that for $4 million anywhere else.
And the thing that I'm thinking about with him, I equate it to when the Knicks drafted Ross Strickland. Turns out we have a gem in Ross Strickland that we didn't really know about, but we also got the rookie of the year, Mark Jackson. So this whole thing can't work. We have to move off of one of these guys. And I feel like this kid is going to be so good that Philly could possibly get offers that they can't refuse for him. I feel like they're going to get they find themselves in a situation where we're going to have to unload him. Not because we want to, because we'd love to keep him. We'd love to hold on to him, but off the strength that he's so good and we can upgrade in other areas, because we already traded our lead guard spot, right? We already traded our lead guard spot with Maxey. But the fact that this kid is so good that we now have to get off of him, and we may be able to get another dirty work guy. We may be able to get another wing that nobody's really talking about in a trade that now helps us get better.
It's possible. I hope not. I really like him.
I do too.
Yeah. I think they could play together though. Like, I know they're small, but Mars, you just mentioned that you see him playing very good defense. If Maxey's defense can improve a little bit, stay where it's at.
He needs the ball though, Ron. That's the difference.
But yeah, you just heard what Mars was saying. Jared can play off ball. Jared really shoots the ball. And Mars, that's actually goes to a point that you just said. In college, he played a lot of off ball. In college, he had to play in a system. He had to play a role at Duke. And that's the beauty of going to schools like Duke, going to schools like Kentucky and things like that. You have to play a role.
Sure.
So when you come into the league, you're already prepared to play a role. And it kind of humbles you as a basketball player. It teaches you how to do other things as opposed to you just being the main guy. You come out, you shoot 30 shots a game, yada, yada, yada. No, now you got to rebound. Now you got to rotate. Now you got to defend. Now you got to play off ball. You got to move it out the ball. Jared's ready to do that. He showed that a little bit last night.
Right.
I'm curious to see how much more he can do in that type of role. But if he can do that, what Nick Nurse is going to love that.
Sure.
And I don't think he's going to start next to him, but I do think they play some minutes.
I'd expect him to take over Eric Gordon's spot in the rotation fairly quickly. I don't know when, but fairly quickly.
The question that I had with you guys is, when you get a guy that's playing off the ball, all right, he came out of college from Duke playing off the ball. Maybe that's not where his strength is. He played off the ball and he looked good on the ball. But then you turn around and you get him in the pros and you give him the ball, and now he turns into something way different. And like, wait a minute, this is really his spot. So that's what I'm thinking about when I think about him. When you give him the ball, you maximize him, and now it turns out he's way better than what you thought, and now you have to move off of him because you got two guys who need the basketball, and one of them you already got him locked up.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
We gonna talk about Zach Edey?
We are, Mars. The reason why I asked you that question, the reason why I asked you that question is because the answer that you gave, I'm looking at that with Zach Edey. Zach Edey does big man things. Ox is a big guy. What do big guys do? Big guys are big around the basket. Big guys get on the back. Big guys get on the backboard. Big guys run the floor. Big guys protect the rim. Big guys create a lot of space. Screening is huge in the NBA today. Screening was big 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but screening is huge today in the NBA. A lot of teams predicate their offense on pick and pop, pick and dive. Zach Edey at the space that he's in right now is a big time screener. Much better than what Wemby is when he first came in.
For sure.
Add that to the fact that now you look at this Memphis team. This is the question. This is why I asked you this question, because I'm looking at him and I'm going, he makes an immediate impact on Memphis when he gets on that crew. Immediate.
1000%. Just as a screener for John Morant, like I'm seeing him set screens for Scottie Pippen Jr. and he's giving him 12 feet of space off those screens. Now, no disrespect to Scottie Pippen Jr., but imagine that's John Morant.
He ain't John Morant, Moss.
Yeah, no, imagine that's John. And Scottie Pippen looks like he's a good player. He looks like he's a good player, but it's different when it's John.
I was already planning on coming up here and talking about Scottie Pippen Jr. Okay. I've never, ever seen Scottie Pippen Jr. play weak. I'm telling you, I've never seen him play trash in a single game that I've watched him. Now, I'm not going to sit around and say I watch every single Scottie Pippen Jr. game. But
every time you've seen him, though. Every time you've seen him.
From high school to college at Vanderbilt, he went under the radar, and I can't believe this. And I think it was reverse nepotism. I think it was a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's not really that good." It's just, yeah, Mars. I think they were just saying, "Oh, he's Scottie." Yo, this dude.
He got the same treatment his pops was getting. They was doing him dirty because of his mom. Like,
what he was doing at Vanderbilt. In case you guys don't know,
I didn't think about that.
Don't take my word for it. Don't just be like, "Oh man, this is Ron hyping up Scottie Pippen Jr." Go look at what he was doing at Vanderbilt.
He led the SEC in scoring. Not Vanderbilt, Ron. He led the SEC in scoring
and assists. I don't know about assists. I know he was probably top 5 in assists, but I know he was going bonkers there.
He was averaging 20 a game in the SEC.
He's a very good player. I think he's good. He's probably going to be a Memphis rotation next year because I don't know who their backup point guard is.
Their backup point guard is now
Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen Jr. can play in the backcourt, is what I'm saying. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. And in the time he was getting there this year, albeit the end of the season when no one's really trying, he looked good in the limited sample I have of March Memphis Grizzlies basketball. So I'm with you, but he's not John Morant.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying he needs to be on somebody's roster playing. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Oh, I agree. But just those screens for Zach Edey, and like he's already he's understanding to flip screens and all of those things, and he's gonna make contacts. It's not none of these slipping and then no, I'm gonna make contact and then I'm gonna roll. Ideally, they'd give him the ball when he has 6-7 people on him more in the post. Ideally, but other than that, he made an immediate impact. I had some issues with just his security in terms of his hands, but I'll live with that. I think that's cool, and I think he held his own defensively. Now, I would like to see him against a big, more offensively capable than Walker Kessler, but I do think he held his own defensively. And I mean, he missed the putback dunk for game, but then he got it right back with the little tip in to send it to overtime. So he didn't let that play bother him. So I like that a lot. But for me, Isaiah Collier, man, I tried telling you on draft night. I don't know how he went 29. He's really good, man. Isaiah Collier is really good. I like what Utah got going on. Cody Williams probably going to take some time. I just don't think he's physically ready. But Isaiah Collier, I think, should be playing a lot for Utah this season. He's a really, really good player.
He just looks like he is difficult to deal with, just getting downhill, right? So when I watched him last night, he looks like and I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything like this, but I know about guards who just beat on you and just rough you up. And that's kind of who Isaiah Collier is. He's one of those guys who knows how to use his body. He knows how to get downhill. When he gets to the rim, he's the guy that's consistently putting his body on you and wearing you down. Kind of like a big on the block. That's kind of what he is on the wing. And he consistently wears guys down. Now, his feel for the game, I don't think it's McCain's feel for the game, because I feel like he's one of those guys who sees the game like Gilbert Arenas and Steve Francis, guys like that, where we dealing with. I ain't saying he that nice. He sees the game like that.
I'm not talking about that, chill. I'm sorry, because I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was trying to keep my cool, but you brought that goofball's name up.
Sorry,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk about
y'all call him Agent Zero. I call him Agent Goofy.
Yeah. So
why don't you like?
I've been calling him Agent Goofy for a while.
Why don't you like everything? Why don't you like?
But then, easy on my man Gil.
Why?
Nah. Speak your truth.
Hold on, Dion.
Why don't you like him, bro? Let me know.
I've been not, because he's a goofball.
For what reason? For what reason, bro?
Well, I'm talking. I got you.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And then to make it worse by them nonsense comments he was talking about yesterday. Fuck Sacramento. He didn't even mean he look at it when he said he had his head down because he's sad. Oh, they got the ugliest people in the world. It's a cow town. Man. I ain't gonna go to it.
Bro,
but didn't you meet your wife in Sacramento? Didn't you meet your ex-wife in Sacramento when she was working for the Kings? You know what I'm saying? If she must not have been that bad. You had 4 or 5 babies with her. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, everybody knows Sacramento is the home of some of the most beautiful women in the world. Anybody that's been there will know. Is he mad? Is he mad because we selected Gerald Wallace instead of him? What's going on?
Now I don't know if you I don't know if you know the story on that, Ox, but the story on that was he was told by Sacramento brass, if you are on the board at 27, we're taking you. But they passed on him. So
yeah,
maybe
that passed on him too, because he was an asshole. And in those interviews saying all types of dumb shit. What you want to be? I want to be a pimp. You're stupid. You're a goofball. You've always been a goofball.
But listen though, that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it though. If Gilbert Arenas, bro, play for your team, he'd be a top 5.
I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that, Dion.
You have nobody in your franchise.
I've never liked Gilbert Arenas when he was in the NBA.
If Gilbert Arenas play for your team, he'd be a top 5 player in your franchise. So I mean, so you say he's trash. I mean, you can gulp him if you want to. I'm not gonna do it with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it with you. I think this is the problem.
He was a goofball when he was in the NBA, and he's a goofball now.
It's not about Gilbert Arenas, man. It's your relationship that you have with the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. So that's where it comes.
What do the Lakers got to do with anything? Who said the Lakers? Who even brought the Lakers up?
The reason is because Gilbert Arenas talked trash about the Sacramento Kings, but he also praises the Lakers.
Shut up, bro.
That's where it comes.
I'm not here to play with your ass right now, Dion.
Bro, I'm being dead serious.
I don't want to hear that goofball.
You heard what I said, bro. Listen, you
in the same group as Gilbert now. Y'all both goofballs.
Listen. You have an agenda against the Los Angeles Lakers, bro, and you hate the Lakers. So this is what it all ties into.
Nobody even talked about the Lakers.
That's what it all ties into, bro. And also, on top of that, DeMar DeRozan.
Go ahead, Ron.
DeMar DeRozan with a bad decision. DeMar DeRozan with a bad decision by you. DeMar DeRozan.
Listen, you wanted him to come save your
king.
king. You wanted him to come save your king.
DeMar DeRozan, you are not a winner. You'll never be a winner, DeMar DeRozan. You don't want to win. Everybody in the free agency that turned down the Lakers, you guys are clowns. You guys do not want to win basketball. You guys don't want to have winning basketball. Klay Thompson, you don't want to have winning basketball. None of you guys want to have winning basketball. At the end of the day, you guys are scared of the Lakers. You guys are scared of LeBron James to win championship. LeBron James, the best leader inside of the NBA right now as we speak. And for me to prove that, let's look at Team USA right now as we speak right now, right?
Bro, I know you are a terrible poker player. You just let your hand out just that quick, bro. Like, listen, at least put some layers on it. Who come over here just drop on your knees for Bron?
Who inside of Team USA?
Give it a couple seconds.
Who inside of Team USA? Who's the leader in Team USA? Can somebody please tell me?
It should be LeBron James.
Okay, then. So why am I getting why am I getting all these things over the offseason and all these noise about how LeBron's a bad leader? That's why nobody wants to come to LA. Why is that a conversation right now? If he's literally leading the Team USA in basketball right now. So it's not about LeBron being a bad leader. It's about these free agents people don't want to win a championship. They don't want to be on a winning franchise. It's that simple.
All right, bro. Wipe your mouth.
How did we get
him? Nobody even brought LeBron up.
Yeah. How did we get him?
Mars, you and I were having a discussion about
well, hold on, though. We're
talking about
because Jill brought up Agent Goofy.
I was making a point about Isaiah Collier.
Chill, right quick. We're already here. We took a flight all the way across the country.
We already on the plane.
Here. What I'm saying? We gonna stay here for an hour and get on the flight back?
The flight got hijacked.
Y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. That's the problem.
Oh my God.
Dion,
wipe your mouth.
Let me just ask you. I just want to ask you. I'm gonna mention a few free agents, and you let me know if they would have signed with LA, how far you guys would have went. You could say Western Conference Finals. You could say first round exit. You could say this free agent wouldn't have meant nothing. You could say 3 championships in a row.
All right.
First free agent since you brought him up.
Let's go.
DeMar DeRozan.
Nowhere. We don't want DeMar DeRozan. I never wanted DeMar DeRozan. Terrible shooter, bro. Overpaid contract, bro. He's an aging star.
But he's mad that they didn't get him.
I'm not mad at they get DeMar DeRozan. I just don't like. I don't like the noise around the conversation of why we're not getting these players. I don't care. I didn't want DeMar DeRozan in the first place.
What's the noise? That's my question, Dion. What's the noise around not getting players? What's the problem?
All right, because first off, when LeBron James took the pay cut, bro, obviously we've had an opportunity to land a lot of players in free agency, right? So the fact is that we didn't get them. Everyone now is saying, the reason why they didn't join the Lakers is not because of the money, it's not because of none of that, it's because they don't want to play with LeBron James. That's what everyone is saying right now, and I just think that it's false. I just think we just need to go ahead and cut that off. That's not the reason. The reason is because they don't want the responsibility of having the burner of winning a championship. They want to go somewhere and make some money, bro, lay low and be cool and play some games and go home. It's that simple. Listen, when you go into the Lakers franchise, when you go to a team with LeBron James, you are expected to win a championship. So none of these guys want to have that pressure on them. Klay Thompson, he ran away from Lakers because he said it felt like Golden State. Why does that? Why are those two things correlated? Because both of those two franchises are winning championships. The Dallas Mavericks have won a championship through 2011. I know they was in the finals last year, but are we really taking them serious? We're not taking them serious whatsoever. So at the end of the day, Klay Thompson can go over there if he wants to, but he know he had a better opportunity winning a championship alongside LeBron James and AD. Is that simple?
Dion, has it ever occurred that maybe everything that you need, you already have it in your organization, and it's just a matter of maybe just avoiding some matchups? Because that's kind of the era that we play in now, as opposed to continuously flipping the roster. Because you flipped the roster over the last 5 years. How's that worked out for you guys?
Okay, so me personally, I didn't want really no one inside free agency, so I agree with you on that. I'm just saying, like, if we're going to get somebody, let's get somebody, but don't make it seem like the reason they don't want to come because of LeBron James. That makes no sense.
Your issue isn't.
I think last season we had enough teams to win a championship. I think it was better than Denver. I just think the ball didn't bounce our way once again. I think we're the best team going into the league next year, coming up this year, coming up after the offseason. We have 2 of the best players on Team USA right now on the same exact team, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the best defender on Team USA. LeBron James is the best player on Team USA. LeBron James is going to clearly lead the whole Team USA to another gold medal. I mean, are you guys watching the clips? Are you guys actually watching what's going on inside of Team USA right now? So again, we're stacked. We're ready to go. We have Austin Reeves. We have players coming in. And about the NBA draft, this is what I want to say real quick before I let you guys continue talking. Bronny James is top 5 player inside the NBA draft. If the question you asked earlier, you said, is there a player
You know what I'm saying? What makes a player ready for the NBA, the next level? If you want to look at a player, don't look no farther than Bronny James. Bronny James is embodying what it takes to be inside the NBA right now. I'm telling you, listen, the way he can catch the ball, the way he can shoot the ball, the way he can orchestrate the offense, the way he's playing on defense. Look, Bronny James is probably the top 5 ready prospect inside the NBA right now.
Dion, like I know this is, I know that when we get up here and we talk basketball, but I need you to understand, Dion, that like we're trying to get people to take us serious. Right. So when you say stuff like that, people turn the TV off because they're like, yo, who do these people? They just bring anybody up here. There's no way that you can sit there and say that Bronny James today is a top 5 prospect.
Right.
Not today. And the reason why I'm saying that.
I ain't gonna see her take that disrespect, bro.
The reason why I'm saying that.
They told on television, they know who I am, bro. I'm from Ohio. They know who I am, bro.
There's no way that you can say that and be serious. This guy is not pro ready. Not today, he isn't now. I will say that if there's anybody that you should learn from, you should be able to learn from your father. Yo, one, he doesn't defend the pick and roll very well. Number 2, he doesn't shoot it off the pick and roll very well. Number 3, he's good in transition. He's not great in transition. He's good in transition. His decision making, that still has to improve. All of these things about this kid would have actually helped him had he stayed in school, but instead he's gonna go to the pros, and all his deficiencies right now are gonna get exposed. So for you to sit there and say that he's a top 5 prospect in this draft right now, even though this draft isn't very good, for you to say he's a top 5 prospect, that tells me how biased you are about him, and it makes you it makes you look bad. It makes you look bad.
Again, I think the draft is kind of solid though, Chill.
Again, I don't think it's awful. I don't.
The draft
has good role players.
Yes, it does.
Go look at role
players. That's why I
look at Bronny's game. Go look at Bronny's game.
I'm a fan of the role players.
Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a James guy. But when I watch Bronny James Jr., I watch a kid who's not ready yet. You know the ceiling that I see for him: Avery Bradley, Drew Holiday, Marcus Smart. That's the tape. That's the tape.
But chill though.
If I'm him, you get that. These guys are all top 5 prospects in the draft class.
Listen,
all of them.
These guys that I'm saying when I see him, those are the guys that I'm telling him, go get tape of those guys. Watch those guys, because that's who you should be modeling your game after. I don't think he's ever going to be a 25, 30 a game guy. I don't think he's ever going to be a 20 and 10 guy. I don't think he's ever going to be that. I do think he could be an all-league defender at some point once he gets a feel for the game. I do think he can be I do think he can be a solid scorer. I think he could be a 17, 18 a game guy once he figures out where his space is on the floor, once he figures out how to come off screens, once he figures out how to knock down long balls with defense on him, because he's a smaller guy. So it's going to be tougher for him to create open looks because he's a smaller guy. With that being said, the idea that he's a top 5 prospect right now, let's chill out on that, man.
He got a high IQ too, Chill.
I do like that. I do like that. He's smart. Sure. And there's plenty of smart basketball
Chill,
players.
you just responded, so I'm about to respond back, like I said, bro, of why is a top 5 prospect. You can try and say I'm pushing the agenda, whatever you want to say, but I don't care if you don't think if you don't take me serious, that's fine, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna speak about what I'm seeing on the floor. At the end of the day, bro, Bronny James is more equipped and ready for the NBA more than any other 5 guys inside the NBA. You can't name 5 more inside this NBA in this NBA league. Let me explain to you why. I just want to make sure. Let me explain to you why, bro. Everybody that's Bronny James size, bro, inside the NBA. I'm talking about Jamal Murray, guys like and Donovan Mitchell, guys like that, Kyrie Irving, all those people that's around that size. He has the entire package of those guys. He can make off the dribble. He can get to his mid-range shot. Every time we see him last game, bro, every shot that he took, bro, was a pro move shot. He just missed the shot. At the end of the day, bro, he's one of the best perimeter defenders inside this NBA league right now as we speak. He's a high flyer, and he can get to the rim as well. I'm not taking 5 guys over Bronny James in this draft, and you guys are going to eat y'all words on that, bro, and I cannot wait to see it.
You know what, too? My bad too, because I forgot to bring up B Jennings in that too. He was on there co-signing to that nerd shit, and I you know what I'm saying, I don't got no problem. I never said anything about B Jennings. I've always said these type of things about Gil, but B Jennings jumping on that too. You know who the only person who had Sacramento's back? Rashad McCants. Can you believe that?
He don't. The only one who believed in Zach Edey too. So you and him just.
I think me and Rashad, we right here sometime.
The Kings are trash, bro. So
but you know what though, man. Brendan Jennings didn't have to jump on that though. We love B. Jennings and Sack.
Are you guys going to make the playoffs next year?
I don't know, Dion. I'm not even talking to you, bro. Like I'm not even acknowledging that you're here right now, bro.
They're not going to make the playoffs next year, though.
Talk to yourself, bro. I'm not even acknowledging that.
Bro, I mean, I'll talk to the panel, bro. At the end of the day, the Sacramento Kings are not going to make the playoffs this year. That decision to bring DeMar DeRozan on while he's aging is gonna eat you guys more than it's gonna keep you alive. At the end of the day, bro, what? So now you got Malik Monk, you got all these other guys on the part of the team, and now you want to add DeMar DeRozan to that mix. I don't think it's gonna work. You guys have been showing that you guys are moving at fast pace on a fast break. You guys are good with the offense with Fox. I don't see DeMar DeRozan fit inside that offense either. So I don't know you guys can make the playoffs, man. I'm just saying. We gonna see.
You think Bronny James should have been the number one pick in the draft?
No, I don't think he should be number one pick in the draft, but I think he should have went first round, 1,000%. If people wasn't worried about his heart problems, if people didn't worry about how many points he's scoring, all that, and if it wasn't like a noise around his of Bron and Bronny son and father relationship, he would have went first round, 1,000%. I truly feel like he's a top 5, no more or less than top 10 pick inside this draft that's coming up right now. I just think he's ready. So we go see.
Who was those guys you said, Ron? Who was the first guy you said, Ron? When you was comparing Bronny James, you said who would you rather? I think who would you rather have when you said him?
No, I was saying I was mentioning the guys you brought up when you said Avery Bradley.
Right.
Who else did you say? You said Avery
Drew
Bradley,
Holiday, Marcus Smart,
and I said all of those guys were top 5 prospects in their draft. Or if you look back, you would not be crazy to take them top 5.
Right.
So now I'm saying, if you believe that Bronny can be somewhat of a version of these guys, looking back, we may look back and be like, hey.
So Drew Holiday. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Drew Holiday was a late first round pick. I think he got picked like 17 or 18.
Drew wasn't. It was something like that.
I think he got picked 17. Avery Bradley. I don't think he for sure. Yeah, I don't think he went in the lottery. Marcus Smart did go in the lottery, sure. But when you think about a guy's play style, and when I think about James and his play style, those are the guys that I'm looking at if I'm him and I'm watching film and how they play defense, how they come off pick and rolls, how they distribute, how they understand the game. The fact that he's smaller, I don't think that that's that much of a detriment, but I do think that it's a problem, especially if he can't defend at a high level. I don't want to overrate him. I just don't think he's ready. I just don't think he's ready yet. That's all. I just don't think he's ready.
Well, cool thing about it is he got a 3-year contract, possibly 4. So, isn't it 3 in a player option?
That's option? 4. A team option. Well, that might be 3.
I don't know. I know it's at least 3, but it is a 4-year deal. I know we're gonna see Bronny a lot. So
I think Bronny's a hell of an athlete, though. I think he's a hell of an athlete. He has a high IQ. I just think he's kind of small. I don't necessarily think he's physically ready yet. He probably could have went back to USC for another year or 2.
No, that's dumb. Why would he go back to college, bro? He make no sense.
Because I'm not ready for the pros. That's why I go to college.
He's
for that reason right there.
For the pros.
Yeah, $8 million.
And on top of that, he's playing next.
I mean, NIL. He can get that.
He was making that already. He was already making that.
He's the best teacher.
He probably get that for a
Why would you not put next to your dad, the best player to ever play? Why would you not put next to that player right there?
No, when you put it that way, I was talking about skill set. I wasn't talking about legacy.
Why do you keep saying skill set?
If we talk about legacy, then yeah, I feel this move. I've come up here and said that.
No, not about legacy.
I've come up here and said that. Are we singing or talking? We can sing together, brother. We can't talk together.
Bro, it's that simple.
We can't talk together.
We only got one mic, fellas. We only got one mic. Let's have a conversation.
I'm using it right now, Dion. Just chill for a second. All I'm saying is that I feel what you're saying as far as like, why would you not want to play with your pops? If my pops was LeBron James and I had an opportunity to go play with him, I'm 100% doing that. Bronny James didn't do anything wrong. I'm not mad at Bronny. I think that was the right choice. Like, if you can go to the league, I've always said that. As soon as you can get to the NBA, go, because you never know what's going to happen. But I'm just saying from a skill set standpoint, I don't see what you see. Maybe I'm dumb, like you said. Maybe it's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see what you see. I'm gonna say that. I'm not just gonna agree with you if I don't agree with you. I think Bronny could have stayed in college, learned a little bit more about just being ready for the NBA, getting his body ready, getting stronger, getting older, getting some more experience. That's all I'm saying. I think he's a smart kid. I see him on the court. I think he has a high IQ. I just think that being 6'1", 6'2", with his style of play, I don't think it works yet. I don't think he's better than Gabe Vincent. I don't think he's better than D'Lo. I don't think he's gonna get much playing time right now, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But like Chill said a second ago, who knows? Maybe in 2-3 years he might be at a Pat Bev level or approaching an Avery Bradley. That's who I was comparing him to, is Avery Bradley. But Avery's 2 inches bigger, taller than him.
Nah, Avery they the same.
Avery
height.
like
I thought Avery was 6'4".
Avery like 6'3". Avery like 6'3".
Okay. I thought Avery was 6'4". Well, still, you know what I'm saying? I just think Bronny's a little small.
Bronny can get minutes over Gabe Vincent right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but if Gabe Vincent's still in our locker room, bro,
I don't think he's better than Gabe, but I think he'll probably get more. He'll get some of Gabe's minutes, but not because he's better.
Gabe Vincent needs to be traded before the season started. That's what we need to do.
And I'm not mad at that. If you want to trade Gabe Vincent to clear up some minutes for Bronny because you want to get him in the rotation, you think that he's going to be a good player for your franchise down the line, cool. That's what's up.
Wouldn't Dalton Connect just take those minutes?
Yes, he did.
Well, that's their draft pick, Mars, the good one. But we're not on that right now.
I mean, we're
not on that right now, Mars. We're being delusional.
He's shooting worse than Bronny James right now. So come on, let's not act like say everybody's having a bad summer league. You know what I'm saying? Connect's not playing no much better than Bronny James, bro. So let's not go ahead. Let's go ahead and dead that. We all
who's
know
better though. Who's better?
We all know Connect's better. But I'm saying don't say the good one. They're both good. It's at the end of the day, bro. Like it's not about the good one.
Bronny's not NBA good, is what I'm saying. Like
yes, he is.
He maybe he will be. Maybe he will be.
Y'all not seeing what's going on, bro. But it's cool though.
It could be. I mean,
it's cool.
Again, we were talking about Isaiah Collier. That's who we were talking about.
Yeah, initially. Managed to get to Bronny. So.
That's who we was talking about, and he should help Utah. He definitely should help Utah, especially with the exit now of Chris Dunn. He should get significant minutes on that crew with Keontae George. Keontae George he's got an interesting shot selection. Okay, Mal, I know it's the summer league, right? Okay, I know it's the summer league, and you're working on your game, but I mean, you don't have to shoot the ball every time you touch it. Let's start there, okay? We can start right there. You do not have to shoot the ball every time you touch it, and on top of that, you don't have to shoot shots that you aren't comfortable making. You have to get the spots. You have to figure out what spots work for you. And the thing about Keontae George that worries me, and I like him as a player, but his body type, where he doesn't really look as strong as I thought he was. And he looks like he can get pushed off of his pivot a lot. So I know it's the summer league, and I'm not losing my mind. But to watch Isaiah Collier, I think he's going to help Utah.
I just think the summer league isn't beneficial for Keontae's not going to be doing what he's doing in the summer league in the regular season. So I just don't feel like it's beneficial, other than building confidence in his shot making ability. But ideally, you don't go 5 for 21 if you're trying to do that. So that's why I feel like it's not beneficial if he's going to do what he's doing now. But maybe it'll be different in game 2 or at Vegas. I don't know, but that wasn't great in my opinion.
I got a $25 super chat from none other than the great Teddy Hart. He said, Ron, please Aunt Viv this dude. I don't even gotta name him. Everyone knows who. All due respect. All right, y'all. I hate to have to do it, but I gotta get Buddy out the chat again, man. Buddy causing ruckus and whatnot.
Don't he mean Uncle Phil?
He definitely means Uncle Phil.
I definitely think he means Uncle Phil. 100%.
No, because Aunt Viv got replaced, remember?
See,
Mars,
Teddy Hart, me and you.
All right, my bad, buddy. I ain't gonna.
It still was Aunt Viv though. What are you talking about? Just because?
But different person.
Just because she got switched out, it's still Aunt Viv.
I really miss dark skin Aunt Viv though. She was so dope.
I apologize, buddy. Keep going. Yeah. Well, other summer league players and notable Marks. You were talking about Ricky Council. Can you speak on him some more? Because Ricky, I've been liking Ricky since college.
No, you were watching him at Arkansas?
Yeah.
I think
he came. He had a couple other people over there too. Who did he come? He played with a couple people, and then they got drafted, and then also he had 2 good years at Arkansas.
He was with was he there with Anthony Black?
He was definitely there with Anthony Black last year. No, he wasn't.
Right? Or was he the year before?
He was the year before. No, Anthony Black was rookie last year. Yeah, he was there with Anthony Black.
And then that was the big fella. It was Anthony Black and Nick Smith, right?
Yeah, and then he also played with Jordan Walsh.
Walsh, yeah. And the year before he was with from OKC, Jalen Williams, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the big fella.
Yeah. That's what I think he was with. I might
and they had another dude over there too, a lefty, I want to say. But he was good his last 2 years of college for sure.
Yeah, like he's the one I'm talking about. Like, he's not gonna have the ball in his hands as much as he did in summer league, but his ability to make decisions quickly and attack off a scramble defense, and he can make passes, he can make shots, he's a willing shooter, he can get to the rim, he's strong. All of those things, that's what you put next to a superstar. Someone who, when Joel Embiid draws a double and you kick it out to him, either he can make the spot up three, or he can drive, he can get to the rim, he has an in-between game, he can make reads. Like, that's what you want next to a star. Now, I don't know how many minutes he's going to get this year with Tobias being gone. Hopefully, it opens up some spots for him because he's at 6'6", he's strong. But I don't know. I just want him to be in the rotation this year. That's it. I think he was good in the limited time he was getting last year, but this year I hope he really just cements himself in that Sixers rotation.
He was on the team with Anthony Black and the kid from the Celtics, Walsh. He was on that crew.
Yeah, Jordan Walsh. Yeah. Jordan Walsh was supposed to be. Yeah, coming out of high school, he was really supposed to be one of them ones.
Well,
Jordan Walsh gonna be a part of the Celtics either this year or next year. I think he's gonna be in their rotation.
Okay. Yeah. And don't forget too, Ron. I mean, Jordan Walsh got on a crew. It wasn't like Jordan Walsh got on Washington and it's not going well. No, he got on the Celtics. Yeah. There's really no run for him right now. So if he could end up getting on a crew where he can actually get some playing time, like Toronto, like Brooklyn, somewhere like that, where they can have him in the rotation, I think that he'll show you something different than what he's showing you right now. Ain't really no playing time. I'm playing behind Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I ain't playing.
What's more valuable to you? I know me and Ron have had this type of conversation before. We go back and forth about this. What do you think is more important? Like, what's better for a player's development? Is it better for Jordan Walsh to be playing on a winning team, a championship team that he's learning championship, tendencies? He's in there, he's practicing with them. He's going against Jalen and Jason every day in practice. Yep. He's learning from vets like Al Horford, Drew Holiday. Or is it better for him to be on a team like, maybe not as bad as Washington, but like a lesser team, and just get a whole lot of playing times?
I think that depends on the player. So the example I give is Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal playing behind Rasheed Wallace up in Portland for all of those years. Now he goes to Indiana, and they make him an integral part of what they're doing up there, and he's now one of the best power forwards in the game. Would he have been that player if he had gotten on a crew right from the beginning and played? They might have screwed him up. Mm-hmm. But for him to go to Portland and play behind Rasheed Wallace and to play behind Antonio Davis, to play behind these guys and learn the game, it might have looked like a bust initially, but for somebody to see him and go, yo, I think he can play, Isaiah Thomas in particular, I think he can play, and for him to get in the right situation, and now this guy turns into a player, I think that that's way more valuable depending on I think that's way more valuable than a guy getting on a crew like Toronto, not Toronto, because I think they got a really good developmental system.
Yeah, they do.
I think so too. Like way more valuable than a team like Washington or a team where they have no idea what they're doing, because you can ultimately get screwed up playing for these guys. A prime example of that would be Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox was a lottery pick. Kevin Knox goes from the Knicks to Portland and now Cam Reddish. Like these are guys who came out of college. Maybe he could have stood to sit behind James for a couple of years when he first came out of school. That may have helped him. Maybe he could have stood. Maybe he could have been really good playing behind Jason Tatum or somebody like that early on in his career. And then somebody see him and continue to develop him, and he get that confidence that I'm going up against Jason Tatum every day in practice. I'm going up against Anthony Edwards every day in practice. I'm probably not going to see anybody that's that good on the regular. So my confidence is going to be through the roof, as opposed to I get thrown out on the floor and they have no idea what they're doing with me. Not only do they have no idea what they're doing with me, I don't even know what I'm doing out here. So that can just completely screw me up.
Man, speaking of Kevin Knox, I thought Kevin Knox was going to be so dope. You know what happened to Kevin Knox? You know what it was? It was that time. Yes. You know what I be thinking, bro? I'm telling you, that ruined Kevin Knox. He was like, yo, this is what I got in store for me. I'm cool.
Just ripping the ball away from him and dunking. That was the end of him.
I wasn't high on Kevin Knox, but I could see that doing something to your mental. I could see that. Especially when like that guy's my age too. Like we that's my peer. Like that's not Giannis. He's my peer. Me and him.
He stole the ball and stole his career, stole his skills, his superpower, his confidence.
Did you see how he took it from him?
Yeah,
crazy.
Like that was his ball and you had it. Like, give my damn ball. The hell?
Man. That's crazy.
Yo, Swipe in the building. What's going on?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
I feel like I ain't seen you in months, bro. It's good.
Anything to say this way, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Last time y'all saw me, I hadn't been to Orlando, bro. Hey man, chill. Pachanga, my brother.
He actually came down. Now, I want to make sure.
You look like you got a little color on you, Swiper.
Little something, bro. Out there, we was living, bro.
You was out on the beach, Swiper.
This right here. And by the way, I want to make sure we clear on.
We was living, my bro.
This is my self-proclaimed best friend.
Right.
He came down to Florida. Ask him if he picked the phone up and called
him. Did you
ask him if he picked the phone up and called me? This is my best friend, by the way.
So he was too busy dancing.
5, 6, 7.
You can't be dancing for a week and a half straight.
5, 6,
you can't pick up the phone and call your main man. You can't do that.
5, 6, 7.
So I obviously got.
Look, I'll be in Miami. I'll be in Miami on the 30th of August, my brother, and so we can get it. I'm telling y'all. Look, listen.
30th of August, you say.
Ron, I told y'all. Remember, I told y'all a couple months ago about that salsa ox. Listen to me, brother. Listen to me. Chill. Listen to me. Ron, listen to me.
First of all, I live down here, so I know what it is.
No, listen to me. I'm telling y'all. There's Cooper Flagg talent in the game. I'm just telling y'all right now. There's Cooper Flagg talent in the game.
Prospects.
That's
generational
what I mean.
prospects.
I'm good. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out the game. I'm locked up for sure. But telling for y'all. Y'all,
that's not what I'm in for.
Which by the way,
I'm looking. I'm looking for it. Hey, Swiper, I got 3 lottery picks. All right, I'm trying to use them all in this draft. I'm not trading like the Spurs.
And everybody can dance.
I'm trying to use them all in this draft.
Ron, 1,000 people at these congresses, my brother, 1,000 of them, and it's everybody. I'm telling you, bro.
I know that. I know that the
4, 5,
Bulls,
6, 7. One, and then bachata, and then chill, modern bachata, Dominican bachata.
Oh, swipe it out. That was that dance you was doing when you had the colors and stuff on you.
There you go. See, there you go. They're gonna run. First day back.
Bro, I'm just being curious. I'm trying to find a reference video. So
we're HR. We're HR. First day back.
Yeah, now you calling HR on me.
Already harassing folks, Ron. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a rough month for me now. My check
Ron, just go ahead and clock out for me.
Man, my check gonna be slimmer than Chet now, man.
Hey, speaking of slim, I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. Am I getting tricked on Cooper Flagg?
What do you mean? No. Tricked out?
I just want to make sure, because from what I've seen, I got some people telling me that this is the second coming of Keith Van Horn, or
he's better than Keith Van Horn.
Right.
He's special. He's special.
That's what I'm saying, Mars. I want to make sure that I'm not getting the wool pulled over my eyes, because Cooper Flagg, I don't mean you can't get more Larry Bird than that. You can't get more Middle America than that. And the NBA is absolutely in the Cooper Flagg business. Yes, they are. I just wonder, is this guy who I think he is, or is this guy somebody that y'all trying to make me think he is?
Did you see his run yesterday? Did you watch the scrimmage yesterday on YouTube?
I did. He looked good. Yeah, he did.
Even just defensively, though, chill. He just is like a rangy athlete. Super smart, very sound, very technical. I think he's gonna be good. I'm not even super high on it, like young process like that, but he looks legit.
He's gonna be 18 when he steps foot.
He's still 17, by the way. Yeah,
right.
He hadn't turned 18 yet.
Hey, that I did not know until last night.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know he was 17 right now.
He turns 18 in December.
That's crazy.
Ron,
so he's gonna get drafted at 18, and he's gonna play his first 3 months at 18.
So for the record, he's actually
now.
If he grew up in Jersey, he's actually he would be. He wouldn't be going into college this year. This would be his
he reclassified. He
that would explain it. Okay, that would explain it. So he's ahead.
He was meant to be in the 26th.
He should be in 12th grade this year. He shouldn't be going to college, which is obvious that from the way it looks, he might be one of those dudes who probably shouldn't be in school.
I do want to say, Cooper, you can always get back to your regular age group and your regular draft class and come play for a new franchise. Could be the face of something very special when it comes back to the NBA.
Mars,
I'm telling you, Cooper, it will be nothing better than that.
I believe what you said, Mars. I think Cooper Flagg would definitely be a top 5 prospect in this draft class right now.
You're saying that just got drafted this year?
Yes. Yeah, if he would have been in this draft, Cooper Flagg would have been.
He would have gone number 1.
I think he would have got number 1. Yeah, I think he got number 1.
Even at 17,
he's that good, Ox.
I know. I
crazy.
believe it. I know so.
That's crazy.
Can you guys talk to me about what you seen last night in the scrimmage that moved you?
Well, in the scrimmage in particular, the thing that moved me was not only the confidence in his jumper, but the fluidity of it. The jumper and his hands were two things that I think have the biggest question marks. There was one, I mean, everyone's seen the shot he made over AD, like the little hang dribble, and then he pulled it. I think people don't, doing that as a right-handed shooter in your right hands, the coordination you need to be able to hit a hang dribble in your right, shooting with your right against one of the best defensive players in the league is ridiculous. Like, you look at Embiid's like the king of the hang dribble pull-up. He's a predominantly left-hand hang dribble because that's just where, as a right-handed shooter, that's just where you're most comfortable. You gather the ball in your left hand, you put your right hand on the ball, you shoot. Him doing that, him being able to do that with his right hand shows that there's comfortability in his jump shot, fluidity, and he has strong mechanics and a strong base. Then his ability to play in transition. I mean, everyone's seen the play where he makes a 3, then he gets like a deflection on like an Anthony Davis outlet. Then he comes up the other end and gets a putback over Bam Adebayo. The athleticism that requires is ridiculous. Like, he can do things physically that not many people, period, can do, let alone at his age.
He looks like he's about legit 6'9", legit.
6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, he looks like he's
crazy athlete. And I always say athleticism is more than just explosiveness. He's a lateral athlete. He's a horizontal athlete. He's a vertical athlete. He has excellent control of his body and his limbs. Defensively is where he's best. He's better defensively than offensively. And offensively, not the sky is the limit, but he can be pretty damn good offensively too. He's not Wemby, but he's at the best. He's the best US-born prospect since Anthony Davis, in my opinion. So that's, I think, the best compliment I can give him.
Best US-born prospect
since Anthony Davis.
So you got Zion and Cat would have been Cat,
Jason Tatum,
JT,
Cade, Evan Mobley, Chet,
Ja.
I don't know about Zion. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Zion's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I included Zion. That's how that. Yeah, so like everyone would be like, "Oh, Zion or Cooper." Yeah. For me, it's Cooper. But that's how highly I hold Cooper Flagg. Like,
the thing is, Zion had that explosiveness. That's
what I'm saying.
The dunk and all that stuff. As far as skill set goes and all that, and the ability to do more than that, I think Cooper clears. But like on the basketball court when we're playing, that don't really matter. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, Zion just had that strength and physicality. He was making men like look boys. Like
that matters a lot. That matters.
I also wasn't as high on Zion as a lot of people were. So that's why I'm also saying.
Mars, the thing I'm thinking about with Zion is when I saw him in college, he looked like, okay, he doesn't need to go to school. If I see that with Cooper Flagg, then maybe I can get on your page. I haven't seen him at Duke yet. I haven't seen him in the ACC. But watching Zion, I was looking at him going, "This dude wasting his time. He does not."
Coop's been the first pick in the 26 draft since last year.
It's been
24, 23.
Yeah, since last. You think since 23? Yeah, since he was 16, basically. Yeah, I mean,
but
that's tough. That's tough to do. I'm saying that's real tough to do. Chill. If you just count, even Zion, I don't think I think by the time his senior year came around, everybody knew Zion was going to be #1 overall pick. But
well, no, they were.
He was number 4. He was number. He was number 1. Jar came out of nowhere because Jar was at Murray State his freshman year. No one was really paying attention. Then he exploded his second year. Zion in his recruiting club, he was the 3rd ranked prospect going to Duke.
Yes,
it was RJ and Cam who were above him.
Mm-hmm. I had RJ all the way through, even to the end of the season.
Because Zion, you gotta remember, and this is once again no disrespect to Zion. You gotta remember, Zion in high school was playing in like the 2nd division of his state. Like you go watch his high school clips, he's playing against 5'3" people. Like so everyone was like, "How is this going to translate?" And then obviously he went to college. I was like, "Oh, okay." Now this is the best player in the country.
Yo, wait. Like,
that was a highlight reel for your ass that year.
Yeah, but he wasn't only playing against little guys. Like there was a lot of
competition. Yeah, of course. Like that he had question marks.
Mars glazing that one clip. Really, that what y'all telling me?
no, but I'm saying the general thing was. That's why he wasn't ranked number 1 is because of the competition he was going against. And that's why RJ and Cam, and I can't remember who else was ranked above him. But then we saw him at Duke and everyone was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is the number 1 pick. And rightfully so, he was the number 1 pick. I wasn't as high on him in terms of defense and then his overall offensive polish. I think Cooper is a better defensive prospect and the offensive ceiling is higher. But I do think Zion is the better athlete. But Zion is one of the most athletic prospects I've seen ever in my life. So, but I still think Cooper is the better prospect. So,
Mars, what I want to ask you is, because I'm more so like talking about the prospect that you are coming into the NBA is one thing, but what's more telling is what you do when you actually get in the NBA. A guy who I don't think a lot of people thought he was going to be this good when he came into the NBA, including me, is Paulo. I didn't think Paulo was going to be that nice his rookie year. Do you think that Cooper Flagg has a better year than Paulo?
And more
Does
impact.
he look as polished?
Like Chet. I think he's gonna have like a Chet season.
So he has a lot of impact, but the numbers aren't just.
No, the numbers are there for Chet too. It's just Chet.
But it's like it doesn't. He's not averaging 20 and 10.
But Chet was like in DPOY talks. I think Coop's gonna be like in first team, second team all defense talks. He can be averaging about 16, maybe 8, 3, maybe more.
There's two guys too that we're forgetting about. 2 guys we're forgetting about as far as like from high school prospects. We got to talk about MPJ before the back injury. We got to talk about MPJ and we got to talk about Jabari Parker. You know what I'm saying? Those two coming out of high school and they were definitely
MPJ was the number. Was he consensus number 1 for 2 years, I think, or something like that prior to
Nathan Hell?
Nate. So it was in Missouri and Washington, I believe, when he were Washington and Missouri, whichever the order was. When he averaged 36 and 13 in like 6 one of those years, and he was 6'10" doing all that, and then he had the back injury, and then so I think Michael Porter Jr. high school tape was probably like one of the 5 best I'd ever seen up to that point. I mean, he was unbelievable.
To answer your question, Mars, I think the other prospect with Zion was the dude that went to North Carolina, Little.
Nasir Little.
Yeah, that's him. That was the other guy that was ranked ahead of him.
Shout out to Nasir. Yeah. Cooper Flagg is he's special, man. That's all I can really say. Maybe I'm higher on him than most if like the Zion thing is bothering people. But I've already spoke about Zion. I wasn't as high on. I didn't think he was gonna be LeBron James' second coming. Right. But if you did think he was going to be that, I can understand saying, oh, yeah, he was better than Cooper. I was just lower on him for a myriad of reasons. And if people disagree, that's fine.
Who have you missed on in the last several years? Like a high school probably you thought was going to be like 7th Woods, like one of those kind of players.
Oh, who did I mean, remember the era of like just the uber athletic point guards? Like the Jalen Hands, the Trayvon Duvals. I swore one of them was going to be the next Russell Westbrook. But at the same time, I was 7. But like since I've actually like been in this and like who I thought was gonna be great and hasn't been, Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is the one I
but thing is, not just you. You also know who said he was gonna be the best rookie in his class was the other NBA players. They said
so like everyone believed in Cam, it just didn't. Right. Like I always like no disrespect to Ace Bailey, but that's why I'm hesitant on him. I don't want to get Cam Reddish again. I feel like that's why I'm hesitant on Ace Bailey, because I'm like, I saw Cam Reddish, I was like, I swore this was gonna be Paul George, and then it just didn't work. And I'm looking at Ace Bailey, I'm like, now I gotta be cautious because I don't want to be wrong again. But everything is telling me Ace Bailey is special. So yeah, I don't know, but I was for sure I was a Cam Reddish believer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pushing Cam Reddish was misutilized, and I'm like, okay, I probably gotta give out now.
I feel this way about a lot of prospects though. Like I feel like you just used Cam Reddish. I can say I've been Cam Reddish by Austin Rivers. I can even go back before that, and I can do a bunch of guys up until now. And it's just like I feel like I'm starting to.
Were you too high on Austin Rivers, or did he just settle into his mechanics, like in his size?
I was high on him. First off, like when you go to a school like Duke and you dominate, you hit game winners like the shot against UNC, and you build up a legend over that year, and then you go you get drafted where you get drafted at. I'm high on you, but it's a lot of other players where we're just high on them as prospects.
You know who I was slow
they're
on?
Gonna be good, and they get a lot of hype too. And then they go to the league and they don't really pan out. But
the opposite of you with Austin Rivers, I really liked Austin, but you know who I was really, really, really slow on because of the fanfare was LaMelo Ball.
I believed in him. Yeah,
no, I was sleeping on LaMelo. I wasn't sleeping on him.
I didn't like Ant. Oh yeah, I didn't like Ant. I was right there with you. LaMelo was my clear number one pick. I didn't like Ant. Yeah. Like I had him number two, but I wasn't high on him.
We hadn't seen a player like Ant's, like his physicality, size, his stockiness at that position like pay off in a while. So I mean, I was with you. I didn't know he was going to be a shooter either.
Yeah, I didn't believe in the jumper, and he wasn't a good defender in college. But I guess now you can put it down to effort and commitment, and he had the tools. And yeah, I was wrong on Ant, but I was wrong in the fact that I didn't think the things that became good would become good, but he wasn't good at them right away. So like what I said about him was correct, just how I viewed his improvement was incorrect. So yeah, but
somebody just said in the chat, Marvin Bagley. And I'm telling you, it's always guys that are the top 5 guys ranked out of high school. It's usually only 1, maybe 2 of them that end up turning out to be what they were supposed to be, and then the rest are just like kind of what ifs.
Who are you rightest about that people were down on?
Who was I rightest about?
That the consensus had was lower on, but you just had a feeling.
Lower on. How low are we talking?
Let's say like even first round, second round pick, but we'll say like just people just didn't think they had the measurables that they were just going to end up being what they were.
I remember, and it's crazy because I've been like the most critical of him this year, but like I remember saying Tyrese Maxey at 21 was way too low. I remember. Now I'm also not high on like crazy high as other people are on him now. But I remember saying 21 for Tyrese Maxey was low because a lot of it was just based on his 3-point percentage and stuff. Scotty Barnes, I know he went 4.
I was wrong on him.
Scotty Barnes, why is he going over Jalen Suggs? I was
I like Scotty.
I was very high on Scotty Barnes. I was very high on Scotty Barnes.
I can say that's one I got right with Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, I was very high on Scotty.
I was a little too high on Scotty, but
why? Well, how high was you on Scotty?
I said he was.
I see.
I said he was going to be a superstar, like a top 8-ish player. Yeah,
well,
so that was too far.
He's going into year 4. So like,
swipe it. He's going into year 4. 8 years from now, you might be spot on.
I don't know if I want to be leading the Scotty Barnes superstar train, but
Scotty's still trending upward. He still has room for improvement. In a lot of
that's
areas.
My bias, though. If you're a 6'7" to 9 wing that like Michael Beasley that like has like these measurables offensively, you can like run in transition. You're a good defender. You got some shooting chops on you, and you got an IQ, and you can pass a little bit. Well, I'm locked in. I knew
Mo Bamba wasn't going to be good. I knew Mo Bamba.
Oh yeah, Mo. No. Yeah. That didn't make any sense to me.
Dion, can you tap in and let us know some prospects that you were high on that either didn't pan out or you were spot on with them?
Bronny.
Well, of course, Bronny, bro. You would keep, bro. Didn't you try for the WNBA draft? Why are you talking to me, bro? But anyways, honestly, bro, in my years of experience, bro, I was very high on KD. And KD was nice out of Texas. So
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant was the
Yeah, man.
consensus.
I was high on LeBron James.
Behind Oak.
Yeah, I thought LeBron James would be a solid player.
KD, who else? Derrick Rose. I was high on Derrick Rose too. He panned out to be one of the best players. So, a couple players like
number
that.
1 and number 2 overall picks.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan Isaac is another one I was very high on.
Wait, didn't Kevin Durant average 25 and 10 at Texas?
Yep.
He had a 30. He had almost a 30. He had almost a 40 and 20 game one game. So it wasn't.
But he reminds me. You know who I did love? Chill. That ended up being good. TJ Ford. That was my dog.
Yeah.
I love TJ Ford, bro.
TJ
I love
Ford,
TJ Ford.
03?
Yeah, bro. That was my dude. I love TJ Ford.
Shout out TJ.
I can pick out a role player. If you want a role player, I'm your dude. I might not be able to pick a star out, but I can definitely pick out your role player. I can build your team.
Shout out Deion Waiters too.
I love Tari Eason too.
Tari Eason was nice.
I love Tari Eason coming out of LSU.
Yeah, man.
But I think a lot of my Tari Eason propaganda was directly Jabari Smith hate. But
you know who was the ultimate stat accumulator, but was never actually a good basketball player is Tyler Hansborough.
Psycho T.
Yes,
I mean,
bad.
He was great. He was just great in college. He just
Great
didn't have
college player.
he just didn't have an NBA game. That's all.
He did, but I didn't know that at the kid. I'm like, this dude's getting all the rebounds, points, and whatnot, all-time leading scorer. This is it. Like he's got to be something. And then he fell in the draft. I was like, why? I didn't get it.
Yeah. I was a big fan of Psycho T back in.
I was the biggest Ben Simmons believer you'll ever find.
I wasn't, Mars. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't when he first came out. I questioned his motor. I didn't think that he really loved playing basketball. I thought that he loved what came with the game. I didn't think that he was that good as a basketball player. I just thought that he dug the game. I mean, I thought he dug what came with the game more than actually the game. I wasn't big on Ben Simmons. I was not.
Yo, wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, put that chat up, Ron. Thomas Robinson. What was the what was the dude's name at LSU? The power forward at LSU that Melo dunked on in like yes, bro. I thought both these dudes was going to be. If you was a power forward and you have some nasty to your game. Oh, I thought you was finna.
I thought he was. Me and Ox already had this conversation. That's why I don't talk to Ox about it no more because I get Ox blood pressure up. I thought Thomas Robinson was Malone 2.0. That's what I thought he was. Yes.
I see a couple right here. So
I thought he was Malone 2.0. I was like, that's Karl Malone right there. That's what.
I like Ben McLemore.
See, you're just doing this shit on purpose, Mars. I
wasn't even alive. I just wanted to see.
No, I did.
But I seen somebody say Josh Jackson. I was huge on Josh Jackson. I was really high on CDR. And then my man Justice Winslow.
Everyone was high on Justice Winslow.
Who's the other one that played with
both
that played with Jaleel?
In the draft, that same draft?
Not just my bad. That's what I'm talking about. Not the crazy jump shots. I know
at Duke.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He didn't. My bad. I just mixed up the times. But yeah. It was Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, CDR. I know y'all remember Chris Douglas Roberts, right? Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he was nasty.
Y'all don't remember CDR? Hey,
when
matter of fact, let me stop.
Went to Memphis. I remember him. Yeah, sure.
Swiping. No way you was high on Valentine.
Bro, he was a 6'5" scorer.
Denzel Valentine?
He was cold in
Michigan
college.
State?
Hey, no, don't do that.
He was
Denzel Valentine at Michigan State. Hey, he was.
Did I tell you what? Did I tell you what? Did I tell you, man?
We good.
Hey, but here's the thing. What I was saying earlier was me hyping players, thinking that they're going to be what they're going to be in the NBA. What I'm doing now is I'm just respecting you at the level you're at. Right. I'm just enjoying you while you're there. It don't matter whether I believe you're going to translate. If you're in college giving me 23, 7 and 5, I'm enjoying you being the man in whatever school you at.
I'm trying to. What about Travis Ware?
Travis Ware was cold.
I just remembered who I've been the most.
Anybody with a name like that, I was into, bro. Anybody that.
TJ Leaf.
Leaf was cold.
You like TJ Leaf?
I love TJ Leaf.
Yeah, look, TC the Don playing. Stormile Swift was nice. I don't care what nobody says.
We good on TJ Leaf, man. That's a Lonzo Ball merchant right there. I'm gonna be honest.
First of all, go ahead.
This is who I was most wrong about. It wasn't Cam Reddish. I swore Johnny Davis was gonna be good. I swore he was gonna be good.
Johnny was cold though.
I swore Johnny Davis was gonna be good, man. And him be I still put out hope. I have hope. I swore he was gonna be really good.
That's the wrong Johnny.
You talking about? I know you talking about. Go ahead and say it. I know you're talking about. Johnny Flynn. Everybody thought Johnny Flynn was gonna be cold too.
I knew Johnny Flynn was gonna be weak.
You could have, Ron. You could have told me.
I know. I was high on Brandon Jennings, so I'm like, yo, if you go draft anybody,
wait, hold
you better
on.
draft.
To be fair to Brandon dropped a double nickel in the league, bro. He should still be. He would have been in the league had not that Achilles injury happened.
Yeah.
On Curry too, by the way. That was on Curry.
I was really high on B. Jennings, but that's because I used to see B. Jennings do it in person, and it was just different. Like
Brandon Jennings,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's my favorite high school prospect ever.
But I'm talking about I was at that big time tournament in Vegas at Foothill High School in the back gym though. In the back gym, it was him, Taylor King, Renardo Sidney. I'm like, bro, I hope we lose this next game because I don't want nothing to do with this team. I'm talking about B. Jennings was going crazy, bro. I've never that was the first time I ever seen anything like that. B. Jennings was different, bro. He was super athletic, take off from anywhere. You can't stand in front of him. I was super high.
He was shooting from the logo back in high school for no reason.
Right. He wanted the quickest players I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Brandon Jennings is. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was insane.
That's like because I've seen B. Jennings tear up point guards that I thought was the truth.
Bruh, Mars, to your point though, another dude around that era, like we're talking about, y'all probably don't remember Hakeem Warwick from Syracuse played with Melo.
Oh, Us brought him up last week. Yeah, Us brought him up last week.
That was my dog. That was my dog. I thought he was going to be so good.
Man, that's back when college hoops was really college hoops.
No, that's a fact. I think that's just because we were younger, though. I just think when we were younger.
There was a couple of guys that I got wrong. There was a couple of guys that I hit on. Like, I thought Sabonis was going to be good in the pros, just off the strength of his lineage.
Which one? Young Sabonis.
Yes, young Sabonis. When I caught a couple of games from him when he was at Gonzaga. I thought he was going to be good. I got Bam right. There was people
Hold on. Wait. Are you saying you got Sabonis wrong?
No, I got him right. No, I got Sabonis right.
Okay.
I had Bam completely wrong, Chill.
I got Bam right. I got that. I definitely got when I heard that.
I got him
when they were taking him. I got Jared Allen right too. I loved Jared Allen when he was at Texas. I thought that he was going to be really good at this
Afro hoops don't move me. I'm not gonna lie.
Chill, you'll never guess why I had over Bam.
They don't.
You'll never guess why I had over Bam, Chill. And he was on. They were all on the same team. It was 4 of them that went to the league.
So
Willie Cauley-Stein.
I had Malik. I had Malik the best. Then De'Aaron. Then Wenyen Gabriel.
No, you didn't have
Wenyen Gabriel. Wenyen Gabriel.
Wenyen Gabriel over Bam.
I definitely had Wenyen over Bam. I was like, Bam was garbage. No. I'm like, there's no way Bam finna even make it in the league. I swear.
But he was like Cat though, because they were both underutilized.
It's Kentucky bigs, man. If they have a skill set, I don't know.
Unless you're Boogie.
Yeah, but even he didn't really get maximized. That's why I believed in Skylar Bissiere. I was like, you know what, Coach Cal just ain't use him right. System. Yeah, and yeah.
What's Isaiah Briscoe?
Oh, he's in a big 3 now.
Yeah, he got in a little altercation.
That was like my era of Kentucky. Him, Tyler Ulis, Skylar Bissiere off the bench. That was my era of Kentucky right now. Tyler Ulis, I believed in him too. Tyler Ulis was my guy. Tyler Ulis.
And again, it's hindsight 2020. I'll be clear about this. So in 2016, I was 25 at the time. So I love Jaylen Brown, and I really wanted Jaylen Brown. Yeah.
Oh, I hated Jaylen Brown.
I love Jaylen, but I didn't. But you'd ask me. I had no idea why Jamal Murray fell to 7. Cause I didn't think Denver was gonna get him. Dude averaged 20 as a freshman at Kentucky. Yeah. That had never happened before in the history of Kentucky. And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we don't know his measurable. He's not super quick or whatever." And Jamal was dirty.
And don't forget too, Swiper. He wanted to go back to school. It was Cal who told him to go. He was going. He was coming back to school. He was like, "Yo, next year we're gonna be good." Cal was like, "You're gonna be a top 5 pick. Get the hell out of here. You're not gonna."
Jaylen Brown is another one I was wrong about. I didn't.
You know what? Speaking of Jaylen Brown, Mars, I just went back and checked out the one episode where you and Damo was last year talking about his left hand and what is he going to work on? We'll see this year. And I was laughing at that because I'm like, yeah, he worked on it all right and got that Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
And that's because when I'm talking about prospects, I can't project their work ethic and how they're going to work on their flaws. I can only speak about what their flaws are at the current state and what their strengths are.
How though, Mars? That's what we was talking about earlier. Like when you see a guy, you're big on motor. So when you
that's why I was talking about Johnny Davis. I'm telling you, I can see motor, I can see effort, I can see those things. But if I see clear flaws in your skill set, which is what I saw in Jaylen Brown, his handle wasn't good. He couldn't shoot. He was pretty much predominantly a transition player who had good on-ball defensive skills. I was like, I'm not a big fan of this. And then he comes into the league. His first year in the league, he wasn't very good.
No, he wasn't.
I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. And then he gets better as a jump shooter. The handle becomes better. It was still not very good, but he's able to break down a defender. He's able to get by people. I see it. I'm seeing the development, but he's still not as good as other people are saying because he's averaging this many points. When I still see all the flaws. Going back to last year, that game 7, 9 turnovers, whatever. He still was not a very good ball handler, even though the jump shot had improved and he was still a very good player. I was like, I don't know how much better this ball handling is going to get. And then this year, the ball handling becomes better. He gets given more space. And you can see this is what Jaylen Brown can be. I still don't think he's going to be like, I don't view him as high regard as Ox. But I was definitely wrong about how good he could become. I will say that. So.
Now, Mars, you just mentioned something really interesting. You said the ball handling got better. Did we get tricked? Because there's a difference between something getting better and me dumbing it down and me not doing it as much. So
that's what you were saying on that episode I'm talking about, Chill. You were saying that same thing right there.
That's what I'm thinking about with Jaylen Brown. Did his ball handling get that much tighter, or did he just dumb it down where instead of 5 dribbles with the weak hand, I only need 2?
But that's part of it getting better, decision making. Knowing what you're physically capable. And also, I think a big part of it is the spacing Boston had this year.
Right.
No disrespect to Robert Williams and their bigs of previous. Them being able to run 5 out, just giving Jaylen Brown more space makes it easier for him to do things with quick decisions. And that's where I think he's at his best. If you have him initiating offense and he's doing all of this, I still think you're going to see some of the same flaws you saw 2 years ago. But if you can make his game simple and quick attacks, and in transition, you're getting him the ball, semi-transition, head of steam. That's where you maximize Jaylen Brown. And I didn't see a world in 2016 where a team was going to be able to maximize Jaylen Brown and get the most out of him.
Right.
I was wrong. Because
all I know is I was. Go ahead.
The thing that I'm thinking about, Mars, is when I think about skill set. Okay, there's a difference between you improving your skill set and you improving your decision making with your skill set. Okay, I'm not able to do this as well as other people, and I probably won't ever be able to do it as well. So I'm going to dumb it down, and I'm going to do it only this much. Does that mean I'm really improving my skill set, or am I just improving my decision making on my skill set?
You're improving the mental aspects of the game more than the physical. So
and that's why they have 4 ball handlers on the court at one time too.
Yeah, they've just done a good job of not making Jaylen Brown do the things he's not great at, which is good team building.
Great coaching.
You couldn't tell me 8 years ago this is what the NBA would look like in 2024. I wouldn't have expected a team like the Boston Celtics to exist. So the way I was viewing it was, if you want Jaylen Brown to be a number 1, number 2 scorer, number 1, number 2 offensive player, he's gonna have to have the ball in his hands and have to dribble and have to make decisions. And I didn't like the look of it. And at Cal, he couldn't shoot. So he can't shoot. He can't dribble to get his own shot. He can't get downhill consistently against pressure. He's pretty much only a transition player. I don't see how that works out. Now he's in the NBA. He's still one of the best transition players in the game. But even in the half court, they're putting him in advantage situations, or his jump shot is improved to a level where 1 dribble pull up, he's got it. Catch and shoot, he's got it. Sure. All of those things he's added to his game. I didn't see that coming. So when he went number 3, I was like, what the hell? But now it makes sense. So I was 1,000% wrong on what he could have become.
If you think about where these NBA teams, what they draft primarily, especially when you're dealing with young guys. Like, I mean, Jaylen Brown only played 1 year at Cal. It wasn't like he played 3 or 4 years. He only played 1 year. So a lot of these teams, they draft on potential. And a lot of these guys, when they come in, they're exactly what you're talking about. They're raw. The stuff that you hope to see from them, initially, you don't see it, but there's a huge upside. When Kawhi Leonard showed up in the NBA, nobody thought Kawhi Leonard could score. There's no way that this guy is going to be, I never thought that he'd be a 25, 26 a game guy with the most money mid-range that I've seen since Jordan. I'm like, there's no way that this dude is going to turn into that, only except he did, because the skill set was actually there. He just honed it. And I think he only played 2 years at San Diego State. So with that being said, I think that these teams, when they draft these kids, in particular, younger kids, the upside that they're looking at the upside that they're looking at outweighs. That's why these older guys like Jaime Jaquez, they get passed on, even though it's a mistake.
That's why Dalton fell.
Right. That's why these guys get passed on.
Thing is, chill. Like with Kawhi, like obviously, I'm not gonna even try to pretend like I thought he was gonna be this nasty. Like I didn't know, but I knew he was a lot better than people was talking about. Just because growing up in that same circuit and seeing Kawhi and knowing like how big.
So you seen him before, like when he got drafted. You already knew who he was. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I knew he was just from the AAU circuit, and then on top of that, he went to school with my boy from high school. They went. Okay. He went to San Diego State with him. So I was checking all of them out. Shout out Chase. Okay. But like that, he was Kawhi was dope. He just didn't look like what you would like. His game didn't look like what you would expect. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know he was gonna be like this, but I knew he was.
You just didn't think he was gonna take two exponential steps, not two steps. Two exponential. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I knew, but it's like defense wise, tenacity, and IQ, all that. You know what I'm saying? All that was there. You know what I'm saying? He was already a dog. It was just like just the skill set evolving and coming together. But why we
that mid-range game got nice.
I saw Dame in person in 2012 or 2011 going into 12. Dame came to it. Huh?
At Weber State?
Yes, because we played him. And this dude came into the building, dog. And I'm talking about like he dropped like a smooth 35, like bang, bang, like
whole list.
We seen Dame. I was gonna go to Seattle U, and Ron came to the game with me when that Weber State came to Seattle, and I'm like, yo, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's Dame, because don't forget Dame is from Oakland. I'm from Sac, so I knew about Dame, but I'm like, I didn't know Dame was gonna be that nice either. So I'm like, yo.
Swipe, was it a whole list 35?
No, it's one of them 30s where like you don't even know he has 30. Look at how easy it is. That's the kind of score he was. And so by the time the draft came around, I said, bro, why is he like, I'm taking him. And again, the draft was cool. Davis, Gilchrist, Bill, Waiters, Thomas Robinson, Dame. I mean, it's whatever at the time. But Dame, the only reason Dame was sick because he went to Weber. But Dame was incredible at Weber. He was unbelievable at Weber.
But you know what, those Swipers, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, going somewhere else could be detrimental. You know what I mean? Like, but since we shouting out dudes though, shout out TJ Fair and TJ Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Both of them dudes I thought was gonna be nasty. And them point guards down from Florida. I can't. What was they?
It must not have been that good if you can't remember.
Kenny Boykins and
Brandon Knight.
No, not Brandon Knight. It wasn't Brandon.
But shout out Brandon Knight though. Y'all did Brandon Knight wrong too.
Brandon Knight.
I'm not shouting out Brandon Knight.
Y'all did Brandon Knight wrong.
What is Brandon Knight famous for?
No, that's what I'm saying. That was unfair to him. That's why he. That's part of why he got out of the league.
Everybody get crossed and on top of that, the Kyrie Irving cross wasn't even that bad.
I ain't even talking about the Kyrie
Irving. DeAndre Jordan.
That's what I'm thinking about, Mars. Jordan throwing him through the bucket and about cracking his skull. That's what I was thinking about. What the hell move, man? Before you get hurt.
Get the hell out the way, bro.
What's wrong with you? I mean,
he's trying to protect the rim and we get mad at him, man. He's trying to play.
Mars, I believe they're called business decisions.
That's rim protection. That's rim protection.
I'm not getting in front of that. You bust your nose with that ball. You crazy? Better get your ass out the way.
You know, a player.
Yeah, go ahead. I got to get to these super chats. Appreciate everybody that shot them through. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in. Y'all know the drill. Go ahead and slap that like button. Shout out to all of our members, Hall of Famers especially. We're going to go ahead and get to these super chats. So I'm going to start from the top. Mars, Gandhi KV2 is not letting you off the hook. He said, I have proof, Mars. Don't let me cook you. MJ and Giannis.
Yeah, Mars. They losing round one. I just said that.
Okay. Now you acting accordingly. You don't want to bring up the proof.
He can bring the proof. MJ and Giannis losing round one. Yeah. Good.
Right. So they just got a terrible team with them. Like it's just them and a bunch of like high school kids or what?
I have no idea what the context of me saying it was, but if I said it, let me
Gandhi, send the proof through. Send the episode and the timestamp so we can go back and check out the history. We need to see the clips, man.
It's terrible spacing, man. It's terrible spacing. So they're just gonna lose.
KG Sand said, this MF Dion is gargling it. OMG, please get him off the screen.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You a clown, bro. You just mad because your favorite player not the best player to ever exist. And another thing, man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing a lot of talking and a lot of noise over the fact of LeBron James is not trying to win championships anymore. I just feel like that's nonsense. If he wasn't trying to win championships, he wouldn't be playing inside the league today. So, yes, sir.
Wait, can you repeat the first part of that? I missed it. I'm sorry. I heard something about championships.
Everyone's trying to say that LeBron James not trying to win championships no more. You know, he's just about business and about he just trying to bring his son into the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like our core that we have as the Lakers right now, we can win a championship. So that's what I'm going.
Why do you think you think the Lakers can win a championship as it's currently constructed?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We have two of the top 5 best players inside the league right now, in LeBron and AD. So I'm not really worried about that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If we want to move off, D-Lo, that's fine. We want to get some other picks for that, that's cool. But you know what I'm saying? We still have Austin Reeves. We might bring in the center. But yeah, I don't understand how you guys can continue to basically shut out the Lakers for not winning a championship and all these other teams around. Keep on sleeping, bro. Keep on sleeping. Keep on sleeping.
All right, we got some new members in the house today. My man Adrian Lopez pulled up today and became a member. Shout out to Adrian. David Estillo also became a member. Y'all know David Estillo. Teddy Hart, he re-upped his membership. Shout out to Teddy. Teddy, did you re-up your membership just to send through that $25 super chat?
W Teddy.
Donovan Samuels gifted 10 Players Choice memberships. So some of you guys got lucky and got a membership. Shout out to you guys. Bigger shout out to Donovan Samuel. Also, all 10 of y'all better like this video as well. Bryce Lawson also became a member today. Big shout out to Bryce. Dimitri became a member as well. And El Cheerio sent through a super sticker. Whatever that is. Thank you, Cheerio. All right, back to the super chats from the top. I got a member chat from Jordan. He's been a member for 3 months. He says, salute to y'all boys. You see Omar on Twitter talking about how he hates PC and L Ox.
I seen a screenshot of the space. I ain't hear anything. I just seen a screenshot.
Omar wouldn't say that, bro.
Omar who? Who is Omar?
Lowe's
Omar
brother.
Epps. Gotta be Omar Epps.
Lowe's brother.
Oh, Omar brother. I mean, I'm Lowe's brother. Why you hate us? What's your problem, brother?
What's that to like? We're just a terrible platform that just has the wrong propaganda.
The hell?
And they love us all around the world, my nigga. What's your problem?
Yeah, what's your issue? Right. What the hell?
Omar wouldn't say that, man. I need proof. I don't believe it.
Domo was a speaker in that space, so Domo was agreeing. Get Domo off the platform, man.
Mars, are you opting for a new co-host? Mars, if that's what you're trying to do, to just say that.
Get down.
Mars, the next step for you is either
keep Domo on the platform. Keep Domo on the platform.
or
keep Domo on the platform. Keep Domo on the platform.
Or we got to go back in history. I'm just saying.
One of them.
Turn back the hands of time.
But in terms of all of that, anybody that hates PC out there, eat it. Simple as that.
Listen, man, if it's me, it's definitely you.
100%.
So,
Ox, what's your t-shirt say? You chose a good day to wear that. Nice. Football CF Candy said, I tried to tell Mars, especially Ron, about Cooper Flagg. Kept telling me about it being MPJ. Hype isn't worth it. Plus, who was his GOAT? Hashtag Windy City Cooper.
Yeah, he said MJ's his GOAT. Maybe he did try to tell me about Cooper Flagg. The only person I know who's been singing the praises of Cooper Flagg for a long time is Anthony Celestin in the chat. He be leaving comments. He said Cooper Flagg is more generational than Wemby. He's the Cooper Flagg resident fan from PC. So shout out to him. Me and him, we've been talking about Cooper Flagg for I want to say over a year now in terms of how we both feel about him. He's stood on this Cooper Flagg is generational. So shout out to him. And yeah, that's who I'm gonna give credit to for the Cooper Flagg stuff.
Yo, I know we spent a lot of time glazing Wemby yesterday, and I don't want to get too far into this. But did you guys see what he did to the German national team?
Well, did you see the pass he threw to Rudy?
Which was like the lob over the top coming off the pick and roll?
He was at the top of the key, and then he didn't even bring the ball back up here. He underhand served it over the top of the defender into Rudy Gobert's arms.
Y'all think I'm bullshit? The league is about to be a bunch of Wimpies in the next 10 to 15 years because he's gonna be the standard. I'm telling y'all.
There's gonna be a bunch of wannabe Wembies,
right?
You can't just create that.
But the problem is, Ox, is that's what's gonna be win. So teams are gonna be like, okay, we got a bunch of 6'10" to 7'5" guys running around. Wemby is the standard, so we got to learn how to play like that. It's not like we don't got big guys in the league. We got big guys in the league. They're going to do everything that they can to try to play like him. That's what the league is going to look like.
But we've already, I think Wemby, to me, if anything, Wemby is the actualized thing that people have been trying to do.
Yeah, he's the genuine article.
Because Thon Maker was the exact same. Like everybody thought Thon and the rest of them were going to be that kind of player. They just weren't able to do it. Wemby's just mad skilled, very good.
Hey Ron, what game was that? That was the game when Evan was about to choke. When Evan tried to choke Dennis out.
I think it was that game. But they played France and Germany. They played twice. The first game was with Wemby. Granted, it was without the Wagner brothers, but France handled them. They beat them by like 25. Wemby doesn't play the next game, and granted, the Wagner brothers come back. Germany wins by 5. I know that's a big swing and score, and obviously Germany gets 2 of their best players, and France doesn't have Wemby. But that just goes to show you how much of an impact Wemby had. I'm telling you, go watch Germany versus France, and you could see how he had his thumb on the game. But also, and this is just highlights, but also too, the shots this dude is making, he made like 5 or 6 threes. Bro, it's ridiculous.
You see the between the leg step back?
Yeah, Mars. All right, y'all. I'm telling you, if
I think France is going to be in the gold medal game, but I'm maybe
depending what side of the bracket they're on.
Well,
they are on the other sides of the bracket from the US.
Yeah, so.
Who's on Canada? Where's Canada at?
In France's group.
No.
that group is tough.
It's
Canada,
France,
Australia,
and
Germany,
Greece.
That's it.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Greece,
Canada,
Australia,
Greece,
France,
Australia.
Germany.
That's murderer's row right there. That's pretty serious. But I think France is. I think they're gonna end up winning that group. I think they're gonna end up in the gold medal game.
All right, moving along. Dame the Great said, "Big Ox, who is your WNBA Rookie of the Year so far?"
The timeline started like first it was Killer Cam, you know what I'm saying, and then naturally Caitlin Clark. But I think we would all agree that the Bayou Barbie is holding that spot down right now. I think her and Caitlin are still right there. You know what I'm saying? Stat wise, Caitlin, I think Caitlin's still doing the stat wise, but Angel Reese's impact is undeniable. I think the Bayou Barbie is holding that down right now. Hey, now that she's not in the Bayou anymore, does she change her name to the Windy City Barbie or
nope?
What's going on? No, still Bayou.
She did change her name. I can't remember what it is though.
If you leave Sacramento, you still Big Ox, ain't you?
Well, yeah. I would never leave. I would never leave Sacramento.
But if you did, you're not. If you moved to New York, you wouldn't be, New York, something else. You always be Big Ox. So she's always going to be the Bayou Barbie.
Okay.
So,
yeah, they're saying that.
Chirac Barbie.
Yeah,
nobody's.
But it's not Chirac though. It's just a Shy Barbie. I think. I'm pretty sure. And then also she's going by Reese's Pieces too.
Reese's Pieces, huh?
Yeah, Chi-Town Barbie.
I eat a whole handful of Reese's Pieces. I used to like Reese's Pieces a lot back in the day. Bro, I'm talking about the candy, but I'm talking about the candy.
Reese's Pieces is a low budget M&M's. Get Reese's Pieces out of here.
Aiden Reyes said, LeBron is not the leader of the USA team. It is Kevin Durant, the player with the most gold medals and the most points in Olympic history.
Now you know 1,000% you do not believe that. not one bone in your body believes that, bro. Everyone, just like how when COVID happened and everybody looked towards LeBron James to see if the season want to continue to keep happening, bro. Everyone looks to LeBron James side Team USA. That whole motor is not going to go nowhere without LeBron James.
I don't think that's quite how that happened in the bubble, but I do agree that LeBron
James
that's
quite exactly.
Well, Anthony Edwards by his
that's
own
exactly what happened in the bubble. Hold on 1 second. That's exactly what happened in the bubbles. Do you actually have you read the storylines on that?
Dion, 100%.
It came down to a meeting. It came down to a meeting inside the USA bubble. And I mean, not about the USA bubble. It was called the Orlando bubble. It came down to a meeting, and everyone looked at LeBron James and said, it's up to you. If you want to go, we can go. If you want to leave, we can leave. It came down to LeBron James' decision.
I don't know if everyone looked to a decision. I think some people did, and then everyone got framed as, we're looking for LeBron for our leadership, or we're going to play or not. But I understand. But yeah, he is the leader of Team USA.
But first of all, if I'm not mistaken, I'm 100% confident. I heard Anthony Edwards say, who's the alpha when we get in the meat and potatoes of the game?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is looking to KD. So
he said Kevin Durant. He said that's his guy. So not everybody is saying that. That's his guy. KD is definitely his guy.
Y'all know Ant is the young, spunky, energetic kid that's in there just stirring up shit. Ant Edwards is trolling. He's having a good time, and I love it. I love his confidence, and I believe that he means most of the things he says. But at the same time, I 100%, 1000% believe that Anthony Edwards trolls the media day in and day out. And LeBron James is the leader of that squad, regardless of if Anthony Edwards looks to KD at the end of the game.
His favorite player,
KD. I don't even think KD is on that totem pole. I don't even think KD's on that totem pole of leaders. Like when I say Ant's trolling, when I say Ant's trolling, I don't mean like he's just like.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking, Ox, because it's Anthony Edwards, and I gotta ask you that. Is Anthony Edwards the dude in the locker room going, "Hey, Bron, I bet you KD will bust your ass," and I got
exactly.
Oh
yeah, 100%. We all know that's Ant's personality. I love it. I love that kid. I love that kid for that type of stuff. Like that's my whole MO. I'm always been the guy in the locker room talking mess to my teammates. I love that from Ant. Like, and I think you need that. You need that energy from a youngster that's not he's not just here because we like him. He's here because he's a certified baller. But at the same time, he's in here bringing the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that.
Keeping us on our toes.
But it's no way that we're gonna say Kevin Durant's the leader of this squad. And I believe KD's kind of he might be one of the if y'all want to say he's the best player.
I'm just happy to be there, bro. I'm not
that's fine. That's fine. But he's not. You know what I'm saying? As far as totem pole
Jordan
leaders go.
Did you see them interview Tatum? Like during the he's literally he's high as a kite right now, just enjoying championship.
He cut his hair, so he took 5 now. He cut his hair, so he took 5. So
fellas, since we're already here, you got to know I have a Team USA segment. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you guys a role on the team or a question about Team USA, and I need you guys to give me the player who best fits this description.
Sure enough.
So the first did happen to be who is actually the leader or the alpha of the team. So I need you guys to go around and just let me know who do you believe is the leader of the alpha. Dion, I'm gonna start with you and work my way around.
All right, got it. Well, if you're going based off first person, obviously it's LeBron James, the alpha of the team. Captain America. But if you want to go to the second person, it's surprisingly Curry. So I think everybody's getting behind LeBron and Curry. You know what I'm saying? They just depend on what type of leadership you like. But the fact is, even the coaches right now are in awe with LeBron James' work ethic. He's 40 years old, 39 years old, still being the hardest worker inside the gym. That means a lot to not only show the younger guys coming in, but also the other leaders inside the gym as well. He's showing them how to run, the Team USA. KD right now, he's battling some injury too. So he was on the sideline during the scrimmage. He wasn't even playing yesterday. But it's definitely LeBron James, and then second is Curry for sure.
All right, Big Ox, who you got?
I agree.
LeBron and Steph, or just LeBron?
Well, I believe Bron is the leader of the squad. I believe that when it's time to have meetings, when it's time to settle down, when it's time to do stuff like that, like when it's not on the court, I believe it's probably I would assume that it's Bron being the one like, all right, guys, this and that, or the leader. With all the things the leaders do, I'm assuming that it's Bron, 100%. And if not, because sometimes there, how it goes when you're on a team, there's like it gets kind of cliquey sometimes. People kick together. I'm sure there's guys that are gravitating to Steph, and then there's guys that are gravitating to Bron, and then there's probably younger guys like Ant and Tyrese, doing a younger guy thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and just say Bron. Short answer. Right. My bad for rambling.
Just off the step. I'm sorry, Mars. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd assume as the elder statesman is probably LeBron. Then as the most experienced Olympian, I'd have KD in there, and then Steph would be like to make the trifecta of like the oldest players, the most accomplished NBA and Olympians in KD's regard. So just those three would probably be the first chain of command from the coaches down, with LeBron being at like the top of that trinity. But that would be my three, I'm assuming.
Swiper.
I think it's funny because I don't think players. This is stuff players laugh about. They don't have conversations like this at all about who's leading who for.
That's why I don't. Team. Yeah, that's why I'm.
Well, you don't talk about it. You just kind of like
It's LeBron's 39, KD's 35, Steph is 36. So it's going to be those three players leading the way. They define the whole generation. It's all three of them.
But don't forget Drew Holiday's on the team too.
Drew and Kawhi. Kawhi's 34, 33. No, 33. Just turned 33.
Natural hierarchies, basically. But I think
the players for it has a natural hierarchy. It happens.
Yeah. So
I mean, they did vote him. They did vote him as the team captain,
right.
James. I mean, the crew did vote. They did vote him as the team captain. And,
naturally.
Right. With that being said, I mean, the elder statesman is definitely the guy. I mean, I heard Jordan say that in '92. You know, I'm just the youngster. Those guys are the elder. He was talking about Bird and Magic, that they were the elder statesmen. So that's just natural because they were around longer. Now, as far as Kevin Durant having more gold medals than James, that's because James decided not to play in the Olympics in 16. That's because James decided not to play in the Olympics in 21. Had he played, he'd have gold medals. So it's not like KD's got more gold medals than him because he did it a different way. No,
LeBron played in 04. He could have had 3 gold medals, but
they were not winning that year.
But LeBron has played in enough Olympics to have as many gold medals.
That was a different situation.
I watched that.
LeBron has factually played in enough Olympics to have as many medals as Kevin Durant.
I watched that game, the rematch.
That's very true.
And Dwayne Wade was getting blown by. That team was horrible.
But we do have to put some.
They wasn't getting minutes.
I was about to say
we do have to cooking them.
Right. We do have to put some context on that, Mars. I mean, he did play the 3rd lowest minutes.
I'm just talking about him being on the team.
Now, if we're just going to talk about him being on the crew, yes, 100%. He was on that 04 team, and they did not win the gold medal. They won the bronze medal. They did not.
Could have George Karl coach that team at that time. Would have turned out better than Larry Brown coaching that team.
Please don't act like Bron and D Wade and Melo was going to save them.
Not that year. No, Iverson was on that team. Duncan was on that team. That team was just disconnected. It was nasty.
On that team.
It was nasty. It was a nasty team.
All right, y'all. Moving on to the next question. Who do you believe is going to be the best defender on Team USA? Dion. Or most impactful defender?
Anthony Davis. I mean, it's not really, I don't see any other. Well, yeah, off the bench or whenever he comes in, he's going to be the most impactful defensive player on the team. He's the best defensive player on the team. He's better defender than Joel Embiid. He's better defender than whoever you want to name. Drew Holiday, doesn't matter. Kawhi Leonard, all of those guys.
I wonder if Anthony Davis is the best defender off that. I wonder if Anthony Davis is the best defender on US if he played for the Bucks. I wonder if he was the best defender on that team if he played for Phoenix. That's what I'm thinking from Dion over here. He's the best defender. Will he be the best defender if he was playing with the Trailblazers?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis, the most underrated, most disrespected defender in this generation on defense. 1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, like I've already told you guys multiple times, he deserved at least 2 Defensive Player of the Years over the last 5 years. So, I mean,
Which years did you reference again?
What year should he have won Defensive Player of the Year, Dion? The year he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. What year you think he should have won Defensive Player?
2020, and this year I just passed 2020 and 2024.
The Giannis year and the year they were a bottom, when they were more a top 10 defense this year.
I can get with him on the 2020, y'all.
And this, okay, what does that mean, bro?
I was expecting 2018.
We see what Minnesota had, bro. We see Minnesota's
2018. I've seen it.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Who finished 2 in DPOI this year? Victor? So and who finished 3? Bam? So who finished 4? Was that AD?
AD got snubbed 1,000%. If you actually if you go look at the numbers with AD, he was in a category with like amount of blocks. The blocks that he had, and then also like the defensive stops that he had. It was like he was most versatile.
It was almost as good as Wemby. Is what you're saying?
I mean, you could say AD looked was better than Wemby too, if you really want to take it there. Because Wemby was more of a bottom defense than the Lakers was. You know what I'm saying? Wemby was top 2.
Not even when he was on the court.
I think they were top 5 defense when Wemby was on the court.
On the court, that's fine. But you start off the conversation saying that just overall defense. You said they was the bottom of the league in defense. You didn't say when on the court.
With AD on the court, they weren't better than those teams.
Like I said, that all has to do impact when it has actual teammates on the other court as well. I mean, you don't have that many defenders. AD didn't have that many defenders next to him either.
Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Trey Jones.
Who did Anthony Davis sign?
LeBron.
D'Lo and Austin Reeves.
LeBron.
What are you talking about?
Let me ask
LeBron.
now, I think there's only really 3 options. I don't know how much Kawhi's.
Hey, Drew.
So Drew. So I'm saying
that's tough.
Yeah, I'm just saying for me myself, I think there's only it's not too many options really. I would definitely. Come on, swipe, relax.
For a wing defender, and I'm saying Olympic basketball.
And that's why I really want to say Drew. That's why I really want to say Drew. But I think AD is going to get the chance to kind of play some wing defense on switches and really lock down some guards. I'm going to lean with AD on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lean with AD. For me, it's either AD or Drew, and I'm gonna just say AD.
All right,
I'm thinking between AD, Embiid, and Bam. I don't know which one.
I forgot about Bam. Oh,
Bam is on the board.
Yes, he is.
Well, AD is a better defender than Bam to me.
Yeah, but I it's just gonna be so situational on the matchups and whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
But with the emphasis on rim protection in international basketball, I think it's between Embiid and AD. So I'm gonna go with AD, but I think Embiid is being disrespected by his name not being brought up in this talk. So that's why I'm just.
Is it? Are we going? Are you guys going with the bigger guys because that's what the game is? Because the international game is very perimeter oriented. We don't got a lot of dudes on the box.
Remember they can camp in the paint.
No 3-second rule.
And they can get the ball off the rim immediately.
Yes,
I think for me it's Embiid. I think Embiid's going to play more minutes than AD. I think he's going to play more minutes. He's going to be sitting there the entire game, and then on top of that, like he's healthy-ish for the most part now. Like he's feeling really healthy. I think it might be Embiid.
I feel like one of the main problems we had in the FIBA World Championships was our perimeter defense. So when I think about like what Drew Holiday is going to provide, I think about what Anthony Edwards is going to provide, just from a point of attack defender. I think that could be more valuable, but ultimately, when you're talking about rim protection, when you're talking about rebounding, it's probably Anthony Davis. Yes.
All right. Next, who's going to be the leading rebounder?
Davis.
Jason Tatum.
Dion?
Most likely AD, but if he doesn't start, I'll have to go with Embiid when it comes to the rebound, just because he might have played more minutes. But if AD, I think personally Team USA should do is put AD at the 4 and put Embiid at the 5. I think both of those guys should start at the same exact time. Especially because you got Wemby and Rudy Gobert starting, in France and stuff like that. So especially AD being able to switch on the perimeter and inside of the paint. You guys say that Olympics is about perimeter defense, but AD out of Bam and out of Embiid is the best switchable what's called big man out of those 3 guys. So I feel like
you said
out of Embiid and out of Bam out of Bio, AD is the best switchable big man out of those 3 guys.
Like switch defender.
Yes, he can get to the perimeter. He can switch on perimeter. Yes, on perimeter inside and inside.
You think AD you think AD is a better perimeter defender than Bam Bam?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
We've seen AD get. I just saw AD get obliterated in the playoff this year, switching on the guards. Am I tripping? Did I not see that?
No, you're not bugging out.
He got beat on a couple of plays for Jamal Murray, bro. But if any
they ended the series on switches. What are you talking about? And then last year he got blazed in the Western Conference Finals. Blazed.
And one of the main reasons. What
do you mean? No, he didn't.
Yes, he
what
did.
do you mean? No, he didn't. Jamal put him on an island the entire fourth quarter. He scored 23 points.
100%.
That
he would have did the same thing to Bam.
Exactly. That goes to the switches. That goes to the actual defensive schemes of the Lakers.
Cook Bam, man.
Straight up.
Come on, y'all.
Defensive scheme, a switch.
Ox, stop acting like Bam.
Yes. I'm not acting like nothing. Chill.
Bam is real. No,
I just think
Bam's nowhere near Anthony Davis. He's not.
That's not true. That is not.
I think AD is a better defender than Bam. First of all, but either way y'all spin it, Bam can't guard Jamal Murray.
No.
Well, he's talking about switching. I think Bam is better. He's better at it.
No, wait a minute.
He can't guard him one-on-one, but he's better at it than AD is what I'm saying. That's what I was
about to say. There's a difference between being able to guard him and being able to slow him down better. First of all,
no,
we
couldn't.
I've been watching Jamal bust AD for the last 5 years.
If we both can't guard him, what does it matter?
Like, that means
wait. We just got to find a better example.
I could do a better job. You could do a better job than I can, or I can do a better job than you can.
What I'm saying is, in those playoffs, in this specific instance, I'm talking about. That's all I mean. Because, well, first of all, I do want to make sure that I'm clear. I do think Anthony Davis is a better defender than Bam. But what I'm saying is that example that y'all used about the fourth quarters and him getting switched on to Jamal and this and that, like, he would have cooked Bam ass too. That's all I'm saying.
Perimeter, I don't think his ability to not just switch, but beating smaller guys to spots, being physical. I watched him in that series. This was 2 years ago when Cleveland was when Atlanta was trying to blitz
Trey
Young, and it just didn't work because he was splitting the trap. Now you take out Jared Allen and you put Bam in there. Now they blitzing him. They shut the door on that. That thing is over with. And I'm thinking about Bam as a perimeter defender, being able to, especially at 6'9", 6'10", being able to beat guys to spots. Sure, Anthony Davis at 6'10", 6'11", moves like a guard. Bam does too. Bam moves like a 6'6" guy.
I've seen AD on the perimeter lock Kawhi. I've seen AD on the perimeter lock Jimmy Butler. I've seen. Well, I'm not gonna say lock Curry, but he did a very good job disrupting Steph Curry. I've seen all of that. So I'm not going.
That's an inappropriate shirt, by the way.
How about the Grizzlies?
I was going to say,
fellas, we're still on. Who's going to lead Team USA in rebounds? Ox, I haven't heard from you. Who you got?
Joel Embiid.
Chill.
I'm good. Y'all dudes high on Joel. Joel Embiid should be a way better glass cleaner than what he is. I'm good on Joel Embiid as a glass cleaner. Honestly.
Yeah, he's not a great rebounder, but he's
honestly chill. Maybe Bronny.
Honestly, he wants to say Jason Tatum.
I really do, Mars, but he's not going to play enough.
The best rebounder on the team. Can you please do this?
That's the difference. It's going to be Anthony Davis.
It's going to be Anthony Davis.
It's going to be whatever big plays enough because they're all going to be right next to the rim.
Right. Like, I think Joel plays more than AD.
What the hell does that have to do with anything? Mars,
they're going to be right next to the rim, so they're going to get more rebounds by default.
And because of that, no, that's not how it works, man. That's like saying all these big guys are going to be next to the rim. So
hey, chill. I just want you to get ready. I just want you to get ready.
It's about rebounds predominantly falling closer to the rim, so the person closer to the rim is more often to get a rebound.
I think Anthony Davis is a better rebounder than Joel Embiid. So if
if Anthony Davis is playing less minutes than Joel Embiid, even if he averages more rebounds per minute, he might average less rebounds overall because he's playing less minutes.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that a lot of the times a big by the rim has boxing out, has assignments and whatnot, and the forwards come and grab the ball.
You know what I mean? I said Jason Tatum.
Like Jason Tatum.
And Embiid and AD are going to be boxing out, and Jason Tatum going to come swoop in and get 6 rebounds a game.
It might be Bron too. It might be Bron.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not doing his job. The question was leading rebounds. I think it's going to be Jason Tatum.
Who is Tatum? Who's the best facsimile? What Tatum's going to be this year in the from the last several Olympic teams?
I don't know. They're so far in between. I can't even remember.
Michael Redd.
Oh my God, it's okay.
Carmelo, I'm saying Carmelo, not Carmelo, Nigeria, Algeria, Carmelo.
I don't like
Jason Tatum from 2021.
I know what you're trying to do right now, Spikey.
I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm not.
What are you trying to do?
I'm not getting involved in this at all.
What roles he playing on the team?
Don't engage, chill. Do not.
Fellas, my next question for Team USA is: who's going to be the team's best distributor or lead him in assists? However you want to slice it.
LeBron.
I agree with Dion already.
I think that's Jay.
Who you got, Dion?
Yeah, it's Brown. Not only because obviously he's the best passer on the team, but they already said he's running the 1 guard. They putting Curry at the 2 guard, so obviously he's gonna be playmaking for his team. And I don't want y'all to sleep, bro. I mean, I know y'all saying Joe will be my start, but I think the chemistry between Stephen Curry, AD, and Bron is a lot better than Curry, Bron, and Embiid. I think. You said what?
When it's
just overall practice in their play style together, like overall practice, like even yesterday when they were talking about.
Why would Curry want to have a less shooter as a 4 spacer as opposed to Embiid, who's a better shooter, just a better offensive player altogether?
So what I see about this is, I mean, Anthony Davis is better on the fast break. Anthony Davis is more of a mobile, what's called center. So the pick and rolls, the pick and pops, AD still can pop to the mid range and hit the shot as well. So I feel like he'd be a better fit with LeBron and Curry.
Embiid's a better.
Embiid's slower. It's more slower. AD can set higher. AD can set higher screens. AD can set higher screens for Curry. AD can drop to the basket faster
for Curry, and then you leave Anthony Davis. He's going to shoot 25% on threes. Hopefully,
you listen. You don't know that. Like I said, he's going to go to the mid range shot or he's going to dive to the rim.
He's not a better mid range shooter.
I feel like he's a better fit for that reason, just because he's more mobile than Embiid.
So a less accurate shooter from across the court is going to be a better offensive option.
You're just trying to minimize it to shoot.
No, he never said option. He said fit. He just said fit. Yeah, he ain't saying.
Well, I'm trying to get what the fit is in pick and roll.
Being mobile.
He said it. He's quicker. He makes his decisions quicker. He gets out of screens quicker. When he gets the ball in the mid range, it's not as 7 seconds jab up fit. Like it's quicker. That's what he said. He said it was quicker 7 times. He gave you what the fit was. You just didn't like the answer. He told you.
Also, you know what though? Because I do think it's going to probably be Bron, but at the same time, I just don't know what the minutes are going to look like this year. We got a lot of older guys. You know, we do got a lot of older guys. And so, Ron, you know where I'm going with this?
Look at this dude right here. Look.
Yeah. He's juice.
I'm just saying.
I might got to go with Tyrese. Because I just don't know what the minutes are gonna look like. I don't like I was saying last year, and I want to also say this: Ticket was 100% right about all of this. You know what I'm saying? About this Olympic team.
Get all them dudes off the crew.
I was swearing. There's no way Kawhi's playing. There's no way LeBron's playing. KD shouldn't play. Maybe Steph. I was completely wrong about that. But still, with that being said, I'm like, is Bron going to play a whole lot of heavy minutes? You know what I mean? And if not, like, then Tyrese probably. It's going to be Bron.
Keep in mind, it's a 40-minute game, too. So it's 8 minutes less. So him playing 25 minutes is still a light night for him. You don't think he'll play 25 minutes?
I don't think anyone. Who? Bron?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone on this team is playing 25.
Okay, well, then him playing how much? He's too old to play 25 minutes?
No, I just don't. You go back throughout the Olympics.
What? Like his body can't take it, or the roster's just
the roster.
Most well-conditioned athlete in the sport.
I'd be surprised if anyone's playing above 25 minutes on this team. I'd be surprised.
So what do you think the minutes look like for? I guess. Well, who do you think plays the most minutes, and how many minutes do you think that is?
I think it's Curry, bro. I think Curry played the most minutes.
How many minutes?
I would play
22, 23.
I would play.
I'd assume it'd be one of JT, Devin Booker, or Ant who plays the most minutes.
Yeah,
are you guys saying that because they're the youngest?
No, because it
just makes more sense.
The two guard position, I think the two guard position has the least amount of depth. So I think Ant and Devin Booker, they're the only ones who are really going to share that position. I think at the wing position, you've already got KD, Kawhi, LeBron, Jason Tatum. You're gonna have to split minutes.
Kawhi
then you got at the point you got Steph, Drew, Hallie, Bron's gonna play some minutes at the one. So I think you're like, and the Olympics, like no one plays a lot.
Who's
of minutes
not playing consistently? Bam.
I'd assume it'd be Bam or Hallie, if I'm honest. But if Hallie, I don't know. But I'm assuming they'd be the ones who maybe don't get.
Did Dre play a lot 2016? I can't remember his minutes.
Yeah, I remember seeing him out there. I don't know how many minutes he played, but like the only guys I remember playing a lot of minutes for that team was Melo and KD. If I remember,
they had to though. They were horrible with them dudes who weren't on the court.
That's so this year's team. I just think they have so much depth that I think most guys are going to hover around 18 to 22 minutes, like most people. And then like there might be one player who plays like 24 and they lead the team of minutes. I don't think you're going to have a high minute player. Like one's going to average 28. Like I don't think that's going to happen.
So in 08, James played almost 25 minutes a game. And he led the team. After him, Bryant played almost 24 minutes, and he was second. After him, it was Chris Paul. He played 22 minutes.
Wait, Kobe was 29. What did he 20?
In 08, he was 30. He turned 30 that summer. Yeah,
and then LeBron was 23, I think, at the time.
In 2008.
That's crazy. LeBron was 23. Oh my God.
I think he was 23.
He's still.
That was insane. That was such a great year. And then Wade was.
If I remember correctly, Dwayne Wade led that team in scoring, but he was averaging like 20 minutes. If I remember correctly.
Bro, we just to pause on that because you brought up Kobe was 30, LeBron was 23, Melo was 22, going on 23, I think, and I think Wade might have been 21 or 22.
No, Wade is older than LeBron.
Yeah,
Wade
and Melo are older than
LeBron. Melo's younger. No,
Melo
they're born the same year, but Melo is like 8 months. It's like 8 months behind or something like that. I can't remember. You're right. Yeah. But they're all the same age. That was crazy. We had literally Kobe at like 30 years old, and all the rest of these young guys.
Yeah, he was the oldest player on the team.
Dwight Howard was on that team
in 2008.
Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't there because he wasn't there in 12. He wasn't there in 12.
Dwight was there in 08. Dwight was there in 08.
Yes,
Tyson Chandler was there, right?
Boozer.
Tyson Chandler was 12, was he not?
Boozer, Anthony,
he was
Bosh, Paul, Darren Williams, Howard, Wade,
that was
Kidd, Bryant, James, Michael Redd.
The only reason that I think, and again, y'all can might think I'm tripping. I think this team is better overall. Like this 24 team is better overall than that 18. But that's just because of the depth. But top end, TP3, Melo, Bron, Wade, Kobe. What'd you say, Ox?
I'm saying they had Kobe, like a prime Kobe.
They did.
And none of these, nobody on this team at this stage in their career
is better than
Kobe. Nobody could even touch Bean.
Better than
nobody.
Kobe.
Hey, but keep going though. Nobody could touch 08 Bron on this team either.
08 Jake.
I have no comments.
Let's not talk about. I'm talking about D-Wade. I'm going to say D-Wade. Nobody on this team could touch D-Wade and Kobe and Bron in 2008 and Melo.
Hold on.
So that's not true.
If fully healthy,
it's very true.
If I say Embiid better,
Mars, I'm not mad at that.
Embiid is healthy.
Mars, I'm not mad at that. I'm really not
healthy. How honestly in a summer sample size
cooked by 08,
bro.
In a summer sample size, this Joel Embiid fully healthy versus them at 30. So Embiid versus 30 versus Kobe, Bron, and Wade at that point in time.
He's not getting Kobe.
No, they're better than him. They're better than him.
But you know what's the thing about it though, Mars?
Nah, I'm not there.
Joel Embiid got to deal with Dwight Howard in 08, who is a monster. I don't know if Joel Embiid even gets the better of Dwight at that moment in time.
But okay, so wait, so 08 Dwight is better than
no. But I don't.
You just talking about match. You just talking about match.
I'm just talking them going head to head. I think Dwight Howard
was not going to put out a perimeter. Dwight Howard was not going to put out.
What I'm saying is no. Embiid today is better than 2008 Dwight. Okay, we can establish that. That's fine. Okay, but on the court, you know what I'm saying? Like Dwight can hold his own defensively and disrupt Embiid a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we're talking about more prime Dwight, this is going to be
like 2012 Olympic team, like 2012 Dwight Howard.
2012. That Dwight, that's a different conversation for me. Right. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to. That's a different conversation. But this that younger, 2008 Dwight, Embiid's better for sure. But I like the matchup though. I'm fine with Dwight down there. What I'm saying is Dwight can not, he can slow Embiid down enough to where that 2008 team absolutely demolishes this squad. Like what I'm saying is Kobe, Bron, Melo, D-Wade are having a field. They're throwing lobs like they was doing against them other teams. They're dismantling this team. It's not even.
He's not gonna go small anyway. He's gonna put JT at the 5
and get cooked.
Yeah. So does Embiid really matter if Steve Kerr just not gonna play?
What I'm saying is I don't really think
what I will say though is I do like the fit of KD, Bron, and Steph next to each other more than I like the fit of Kobe, D-Wade, and Bron next to each other. But at this point, they're so good it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, not at that time. They were
all I'm saying is,
if this was 8 years ago, I'd be with you.
Yeah, but remember, I just can't wait. 2008 when Kobe was just getting ready to transition in 24, super technically efficient Kobe with still being a peak athlete Kobe, and Wade and Bosh, and then even CP3 was insane 08. So their top end talent was nasty.
That was league MVP Kobe, by the way. Just so y'all know, in 08, that was league MVP Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
So that was league MVP Bryant. James was the league MVP the next year. Carmelo Anthony was, I think he was in the top 3 in the league in
that
buckets.
Was 12. That was in points or MVP?
In scoring, he said.
Yeah,
he said
top 3 in the league in buckets. So when you're talking about
D-Wade was D-Wade.
I mean, and Chris Paul was only in year. No, don't get me wrong, Ron. I mean, Chris Paul, he was only in year 2 in
he was still great.
That was second in MVP, Chris Paul.
In 08?
Yeah, and they still had Jason Kidd too.
They did everything that they could to
but the problem is the thing is you get murky with Tayshaun Prince, Michael Redd, and Carlos Boozer. Now I like those.
No, he's not, Ron. No, he don't. No,
they're not. But they're not the caliber players. So start playing for US.
Ron, you didn't hear that crazy. No, he is not. Jrue Holiday is not better today than 2008 Chris Paul. No, he isn't. No,
he's talking about Jason Kidd.
I said Jason Kidd.
Wait, what? What
2008 Jason Kidd is Jrue Holiday is better than 2008 Jason Kidd. No, he is
I wouldn't say better. Just like how you guys, said something. Dwight Howard and Embiid, those two guys would cancel each other out. Jrue Holiday and Jason Kidd would 1,000% cancel each other out. I could definitely see Jrue Holiday giving Jason Kidd problems on the perimeter. 1,000%.
Now maybe being a disruptor, sure, but he doesn't bring the value that Jason Kidd brings. He ain't the distributor that Jason Kidd does. He's not the transition player that Jason Kidd is. Jason Kidd at that point, he was also he became more of a long ball shooter at that point than he did earlier in his career. So you add in and don't forget, Jason Kidd at that time was also an all-league defender too. So I don't think that he was a better defender than Jrue Holiday. But if you couple in all the other stuff, I do not think that he cancels out Jason.
Only thing Kidd gonna do better than Jrue Holiday is passing the basketball. That's about it. Other than that, they're gonna cancel each other out for the most part. Jrue Holiday can score. Jrue Holiday can play on the perimeter. Jrue Holiday can shoot. He can hit the long ball just like Jason Kidd, or even better than Jason Kidd.
He was a better rebounder in traffic.
Tatum had a better player than Jason Kidd on this roster, and Jaylen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White this year.
He did.
Wow.
That's why I said I think Jason Tatum. I think he's gonna get around the most less minutes. I think Jason Tatum is the less viable player on Team USA right now out of all the guys on the team. You know what I'm saying? And also I just feel like him not winning Finals MVP is affecting him more than everybody's giving credit for. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys trying to say he's having a good time winning the championship, but if you really look at him, man, I think that Finals MVP that Jaylen Brown won is affecting him a lot more than we're giving credit.
You know what? I've actually been seeing that too, Dion.
I'm dead serious too. Yeah,
I think it's a fake now. For real. All right, man. Let me and Dion talk.
Ronnie's an enabler.
Me and Dion talk. Can me and Dion agree on something for once without y'all butting y'all head and stuff?
You're an enabler, Ron.
I'm not. I've been seeing it. It's a fake smile,
bro. Yes, exactly.
All right, so look. When Swiper gets to cooking, y'all chill. Mars, Ox. And y'all get to just acting like nothing's happening. I can see through it. Deep down, y'all feel resentment. Y'all be wanting me to kick Swiper off the show. And that's why I keep him up here, because he keeps y'all on your toes.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
What moment is he talking about?
For the record, Swiper, I've never once advocated for you to not be on this show. Okay.
I've advocated for everyone to be off the show.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure.
Mars, those jokes aren't funny to me anymore. I know who you are. Chill. Do you feel that way, Chill?
Like me and Mars are becoming really good friends. I really like that. I really like that. He doesn't know it yet.
Mars is ineffective to me now. This is like Pokemon when you just play the Game Boy when the fire Pokemon tries to flame the water Pokemon. I know what Mars' bag is. Every time he says something, I know exactly what he's doing. It's content. So that's ha 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 cool funny. But Ron, answer the question. Do you think Jason Kidd was better in 2008 than this version of Jrue Holiday?
Me or him?
You.
Ron.
Yo, J Kidd clears. Okay. Clears.
I want y'all to stop disrespecting my man J Kidd right now. And I love Jrue. I think I'm probably the biggest Jrue guy on the
Dion, do you have any idea? Come on, because Dion, I listen to you talk about players, right? And I understand, sometimes where you come from. But do you ever watch guys have you ever seen Jason Kidd play?
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. Yes. Like I said, Jason Kidd overall playmaking ability on the floor is amazing. It clears Jrue Holiday, but like we're just talking about matchups right now. If Jason Kidd,
that's all we're talking about. Matchups.
Jason Kidd obviously is a better.
Jrue Holiday is matched up against. Jrue Holiday is matched up against Jason Kidd.
But I'm saying, yes, exactly. So I think Jrue Holiday might bring more value to this 2024 roster than what Jason Kidd provided for that 2008 roster. In my opinion, I just feel like coming off a championship, he's gonna win a championship. He's been one of the best two-way guys inside the league when it comes to just guarding perimeter and being able to knock down the shot. I mean, Jrue Holiday has been that role player over the last 5 years. Right. So I truly believe that he can definitely he definitely borderline role player star. You know what I'm saying? So he could definitely give what's called a Jason Kidd a lot of problems if they matched up today. 1,000.
Dion, I just want to say this.
Hell of a defender. I agree with you.
I just want to say this. First off, if J Kidd's on this roster, it's no question who's running point guard. We're not talking about Bronze at point guard. We're not even Hallie probably ain't even on the team. Drew Holiday is now slotted as a 2, and that's just that. Jason Kidd is the lead distributor on this team. On top of that, we talking about a Jason Kidd in 08, where he still had juice in his legs. J Kidd was playing just as good a defense, if not better. I wouldn't say better, but he was playing very good defense. You seen what he did to Yo King in the finals when they met a couple years later, but he was playing very good defense. Top of that, J Kidd's one of the best rebounding guards ever. How Chilla said he started knocking down that 3. On top of that, J Kidd with this unit, as currently constructed, J Kidd was always 2 or 3 steps ahead. This thing, it will be no questions, no flaws, no nothing in terms of how the offense is going to run, and on both ends too. He going to coach both teams on the floor. Like, bro, I feel you with Holiday. He does provide a lot on defense and he provides a lot on offense. But when it comes to J Kidd, man, it's no question. The IQ that he brings alone, outside of the intangibles and outside of his skills, bro, it's like J Kidd clears in this conversation.
He still was playing.
Understandable. I'm not mad at it. Jason Kidd is a great player, great point guard. You know what I'm saying? But in that matchup itself, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think Drew Holiday would do a good job on him. But yeah, Jason Kidd's nice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it.
What are the rest of the questions, Ron?
Chill and Mars, did you guys answer to distributor?
I think
distributor.
He said Hallie.
I think I said LeBron.
You said LeBron too, yeah. Said LeBron, then maybe Hallie. Yeah.
All right, cool. Next, Swipe It kind of alluded to it. Who's the guy that's just happy to be here? Who's the most happiest to be here on this team?
The young fella.
Who you got, Dion?
Tyrese. I think Tyrese is most happy to be here. You know, I feel like every player that's on Team USA is probably 5 times better than Tyrese right now. I don't think he can challenge anybody on that team. 1,000%.
You think Drew Holiday is better than Hallie?
I mean,
don't you, Swiper?
I forgot. Drew Holiday's a little bit okay.
I see what's going on here.
Out of any of the stars, I'm saying, out of any of the players that's leading their team, I should say that he's not the best. Everybody else is 5 times better than Tyrese. Tyrese has the most learning curve, you know, between him and Anthony Edwards. But Anthony Edwards is more of a player that's going to approach the game and, you know, take it head on, basically. I feel like Tyrese is going to be a little bit nervous, you know what I'm saying, and not, you know what I'm saying, not be himself for a little bit when Team USA starts, you know. But Tyrese is 1,000% is the guy that's happy to be there, you know. Even on superstar level, Tyrese is not close to Anthony Edwards, Bron, AD, none of those guys. So it's definitely Tyrese.
All right. I was expecting a better answer than that, but maybe Ox can give us a better one. Who's the most happy to be here, Ox?
At first, I was saying the young fella, but you know what? I got to say, Bron or Kawhi for real. I got to say Bron or Kawhi. Like, you got to think like it's coming to the twilight of their careers. You know what I'm saying? Bron's doing, you know, incredible things as far as, you know, being legacy wise, you know, being able to play with his son this year, you know, grab another gold medal. Like, this is a big summer for Bron in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? And then for Kawhi to be able to even, you know, with the knees he got, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get out there and finally get a gold medal, I could see it being one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bron and Kawhi, I think this is a big summer for both of them.
Mars?
Yeah, I'm similar vein to Ox. I was going to go with someone who is their first Olympics and possibly their last. So I was thinking Steph. Kawhi is a good one. You also just got Embiid just being happy to be on Team USA. But I'm gonna go with Steph because this is almost certainly his first and last Olympics. He's never won a gold before. He's never played in the Olympics. He's 36. The next Olympics will be when he's 40. So I doubt he's ever gonna have an opportunity again. So I'm gonna go with Steph. I think just having the opportunity to represent your country, get a gold medal for the first and only time. I think Steph's probably the most excited about the opportunity.
Swiper?
I think Hallie's a fair answer. I think Drew's a fair answer. I think Tatum's a fair answer. I think any players that have the skill set to settle into being a role player because they just have the skill set to do it. Like Tatum, can you score? Yes. Tatum, can you spot up shoot? Yes. Tatum, can you be primary defender? Yes. Tatum, can you be a help defender? Yes. But you don't have to be any of those things at a high level, like consistently, because everybody else can do everything else. And so I think probably one of those players is going to have the easiest pathway to success. Just like, hey, go do this great thing. So I actually can say Tatum, because Tatum could legit be the best player on his team just because of the fact he does everything.
Okay. Who you got, Chill?
Oh, the fun guy. I'm about to cap off my career. I mean, I didn't even know if I'd be playing basketball this summer. But now, just signed a contract extension. I already got my 2 NBA championships. I got a finals MVP. Now I'm about to get a gold medal in Paris. Oh, it's the fun guy. 100%. He's the happiest to be here.
Okay. I got to chime in on this one, y'all, because who I believe should be the most happiest to be here. And this is with no hate at all, y'all. But it's the guy that I think should be least deserving to be here. And it's Drew Holiday.
Oh,
no, it's Drew Holiday.
Okay.
I don't understand how Drew Holiday got a spot on his team over Jaylen Brown, over Jimmy Butler, and I could go on the point guards.
Stop right
Fox,
there. Okay, we already got a
Jalen Brunson.
We already got a 2 guard in Devin Booker. He already on the crew, so we don't need Jaylen Brown.
You got two guards.
You need a guy like Drew on every team. You need a guy like Drew.
Okay, Jalen Brunson brings the same things Drew Holiday, or not Jalen Brunson. My bad. Jaylen Brown. My bad. Relax. Wrong, JB. Jaylen Brown does everything Drew Holiday does. Defense is maybe a step or 2 below it, but it's just as good, especially in this setting around other top tier players. I think he provides better offense. He shoots just as good.
Well, see, that's the problem, though.
He's
Ron.
more athletic.
Okay, first of all, number one, Drew Holiday is more of a lead guard. You're talking about providing better offense. We straight on the offensive end of the floor. We don't need any more offense. We good with James, with KD, with Anthony Davis, with Joel Embiid. Line them all up. We straight with offense, even on the perimeter, with Devin Booker, right? With Steph Curry. We good on offense. What about the other guys? Phil Jackson made a great quote when Phil Jackson said, there are piano players and there are piano movers. We got plenty of piano players on this crew. Who's getting the piano upstairs?
I think Jaylen Brown's a piano mover. Another JB. I think Jimmy Butler's another piano mover too.
But couldn't you argue that Halliburton's value to this team is easier to replace than Drew's?
Yes, a whole lot, a shit ton.
What value does he bring to this team? I don't know what value he brings to
as
this
a
team.
Distributor. More as a distributor.
We got Curry, we got Brown. He can get
by somebody else. You're saying the things he does well, but the stuff he does well can be replaced by other people already on the roster. The stuff Drew does well, Drew does them better than anyone on this roster. So why would you replace Drew and not Hallie with this logic?
With it, because also to add to this too is younger players as well who are going to play in the future too. So Halliburton, I think Halliburton got picked, and if I was to make a 12-man roster, I would have Halliburton on my roster too.
Of course you would.
But the thing about it is how Chill always says, we're trying to build rosters for the future. I think that's a big reason why Halliburton and Ant both got on this team. I think they're both deserving skill-wise, but they both got on this roster because I think that they see them as viable pieces moving on to the next Olympics, the Olympics after that. And so that's why I would say a guy like, throw his name out there, De'Aaron Fox, a guy like definitely Jaylen Brown. Because I think when Steph's not here during the next Olympics, when Bron's not here, KD, Kawhi, you're going to need Jaylen Brown.
And you're probably but the difference, and I do understand your point, Ron, sure, because you want to have Jaylen Brown on the crew in 4 years in 28 when I think the Olympics are in Los Angeles in 28. But you want him on your crew for the future, sure. But you're probably going to get him on your crew. I wouldn't be surprised if Jaylen Brown played in the FIBA tournament in 2 years. That would not surprise me at all to gear up to play in the Olympics because now I don't think they care as much about the FIBA tournament, but I think that they would care more considering moving up to the Olympics and actually building a national team. It would help to play in the FIBA games.
And I do know Drew's the ultimate glue guy. I'm not mad at Drew being on this team at all. I think that was a great selection. I just think that Jaylen Brown's a better player, and I think Jimmy Butler's a better player, and I think you guys believe that
better
as well.
Player or better fit, Ron. That's the difference. And this is what we're talking about with this unit here.
I think between
when we talk about this unit,
between all of them three guys, I think they all fit seamlessly in that role. But we come in, we play 5 to 10 minutes a game. We come in and we play phenomenal defense. We knock down shots when the ball gets swung to us. We move the ball. We make plays. I think all of those guys fit that role.
I just don't think I don't think Jaylen Brown fits as well as Jalen, because I don't think he's as portable. What I mean when I say that, the other stuff, like Jaylen Brown's a bucket getter, 100%. Jaylen Brown is a bucket getter. Jaylen Brown is a defender. I saw the job that he did on Luka in the finals. 100% I can get with that. But when you're asking Drew to play off the ball, when you're asking Drew to be more of a distributor, when you're asking Drew to be more of a playmaker, putting in a dunker spot, doing stuff like that for a limited amount of time and not be taken out of the game and still have an effect on the game, in this particular setting, I would rather have Drew Holiday than Jaylen Brown.
All right. The next question that I got for you guys is, who's going to be Team USA's top 2 leading scorers? 1 and 2. Who do you got, Dion?
I have KD, and then I also have I want to go with Curry. KD and Curry probably be top scorers of the team, just because of their 3-point threat. They can hit the mid-range shot, and then they're going to be letting those boys fly. And especially when LeBron James facilitating, he's going to be getting Curry the ball a lot. He's going to be getting KD the ball a lot, and they're going to be getting those 3-point shots up there. Other than that, I'll put Bron probably top 4, and then I'll probably have Embiid top 3 because of his dominance inside the paint. They're going to be dropping it down to him a lot, getting easy looks because they're going to have to guard on the perimeter. So I definitely have Embiid probably top 3 as well.
Big Ox.
I didn't hear the question.
Who do you think is going to be Team USA's top 2 scorers? 1 and 2.
Top 2 scorers.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good question. I would probably, I don't really even know starting. Probably JT and Steph. Maybe JT and Steph. I don't know. I'm gonna go with JT and Steph, I guess. I don't know. So there's so many options. I don't know. I could go with D Book and Ant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could go with Embiid and KD. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said. JT and Steph.
All right, Mars.
Shout out to the light skin squad.
I'm gonna go Embiid and KD, but similar to the minutes thing, I just don't think anyone's gonna really separate. I'd be surprised if anyone averages over like 16, but I'm gonna go Embiid and KD. Embiid, whether we like it or not, is gonna shoot like 7 free throws a game in the Olympics. So yeah, I think Embiid and KD are the 2 I'm gonna go with.
And this is in a setting like this, it's really gonna be like who's making their shots. Not necessarily who's shooting the most shots, but who's when you get a shot, are you making it? Swiper, who you got?
Yeah, it's gonna be Embiid, Kevin Durant, and probably LeBron. So beating Durant probably.
Beating Durant. All right. Chill.
I think James averages 15 a game, something like that, in his career in the Olympics.
Yeah.
In the last 2. I'm taking, I think about Curry. Like Jason Tatum is too passive on this crew to lead the crew in scoring. I don't think that he's going to be the aggressor. So I feel like that with Anthony Davis too. Tyrese Halliburton is out. Anthony Edwards could be, because Anthony Edwards is also that young guy that wants to show how good he is. Wow. I'd have to. I don't think it's going to be James. I'm going to say Kevin Durant or Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
You said who are Ants here? Who are Ant?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree with Dion.
Can everybody just run it back real quick, Ron? Real quick. I just want to hear everybody's answer.
I said Embiid and KD, and so did Swiper.
I got Curry and KD.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like the most people that got the most votes was Steph and KD. Yeah, I just think with their ability to shoot, and they're just gonna have the ultimate green light. Like they'll still be able to shoot whatever, and nobody's gonna question it. I gotta go with those 2, and then just the way the ball is gonna be moving and the distributing that's gonna be going on. they gonna make 3 or 4 threes a game.
I think Steph can shoot like maybe 9 shots a game, and 8 of them are gonna be threes.
3-point shot shorter too as well.
Yeah,
so.
he's gonna be getting them up. If he
like
shoots
mid-range for them
from 3, it's like
close to 3-point line too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so.
But he's not gonna be splitting up on the line. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, he's gonna be shooting regular NBA threes.
Is KD good?
The calf strain. Well, they said they don't view it as serious, and he's just rehabbing right now anyway. So
who?
Maybe KD. So maybe he doesn't play
the last time he did that.
Here we go.
Yeah, if he can't go, he's not gonna go. If he can't go, he's not gonna go. They're not gonna force him to play in the Olympics. If he can't go, he'll just be there. He's not gonna play. But I'd assume he'll be okay. But I don't think he's gonna force anything for this.
You not liking the sound of that, Chill?
Hell no. I do not want to hear that. Nope. I do not want to hear that.
All right, y'all. The next question. I got 2 more questions for y'all. Next question is: you need a bucket in the clutch. 10 seconds left on the clock. Who are you giving the ball to, or who are you drawing up the play for? Dion, talk to me.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll start with LeBron passing the ball in, actually, because I want him to make the decision. I'll have Curry and KD, and then I'll have AD and B setting screens for Curry and KD. I want those first 2 looks. If they get the ball, they shoot it, they're wide open. But if they don't get the ball, that's when LeBron comes in after the play and they pass to LeBron James for a shot. So I will want between KD, Curry, and Bron, between that mixture. In between those 3 guys, they got the ball in their hands. I'll live with it.
Dion, let me help you. It's 3 seconds left. You don't got time to do all that. You get one person with the ball to shoot the ball. Who do you want?
Answer the question. There's only one right answer, Dion.
LeBron James, man. You already know. I'm picking Bron. Obviously, if it's 3 seconds left, I want LeBron to have the ball in his hands. We live or die with the decision of LeBron James. For me personally, he can get to the rim real easy if he wants to, and then he also can hit the 3-point shot as well. So I feel like no one's built for that moment better than LeBron James.
Is LeBron even the 3rd best player on his team?
Yeah, that's cool and all, but we all know the correct answer for who's taking the last shot is Kevin Durant.
Oh gosh,
no, LeBron's more clutch than KD. So why would KD take the last shot?
that is true.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. My answer is KD.
I run in the elevator screen for Steph Curry. So
2013 hoops, 2013.
That's what you're doing, Swiper. So the ball's going to Steph.
It's going to Steph. He's going to get open.
Okay. Mars.
Okay. If we're down 2, I'm looking for Steph. If we're down 1, I'm going to Embiid or KD.
All right.
The thing is, C-Ron, what you said is, or someone of y'all said, nothing. Matter of fact, it was you, Swiper. Steph is going to get open. KD's already open. KD's open. You know what I'm saying? Like KD's open. KD's already open.
As long as Franz ain't guarding him.
All due to my man. All due respect to my man Franz, who I love. KD will bust his ass.
Chill.
We're down 2. We're going right on the block. Get the ball to Joel Embiid. Give me a bucket. That's simple.
That's his bag, huh? Post touch game winners.
Go right to the big fella. Score
Chill, but is he gonna be on the block or is he gonna be He's gonna be at the midi. He's gonna be at the midi.
Man, you get Embiid the ball at the free throw line, he gonna make the shot.
Like, I mean, that is true, Mars. That is true.
He does have a money mid-range game, but this is what we're drawing up. Joel Embiid, you're gonna be on the right block because I think this is where he's the most effective. The right block, we're gonna have a cross screen. You're gonna be on the left block. We're gonna have a cross screen. You come to the right block. We throw the ball into you. Game over.
Simple. What's wrong with that, Swiper? Why? What's wrong with a post touch for a game winner?
He's never done that.
Never.
And that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. That's part of it. Yeah, for sure.
That's never played in the Olympics.
Never. Not 1 year, Mars. Not 1 year.
You're gonna see things we never seen before.
Right.
Better get your big ass on that block.
I mean, if you get him at the elbow, yeah, I'm fine with that. Embiid's going. He's 48% likely that he makes it. So give him.
Swiper, he plays the 5. He is a 5-man. Put your big ass on the box. Game over right here. We do not need you.
You're more liable to get AD. You're more liable to get AD to bully the brim.
18 feet away from the block, 18 feet away from the bucket, so you can show you got skills. We already know that you can handle the ball. We know that you can shoot the mid-range. We know that you can shoot the long ball. We know that you can do all
That's
that
like
stuff.
asking Kobe not to take a game-winning mid-range shot, though.
But wait, chill. We know all these things about Joel,
yes,
right?
It is.
We know all these things about Joel.
Embiid's a better mid-range shooter. So, like, that's what I'm saying. 1,000%. Embiid in the last 3 years is a better mid-range shooter than Kobe. Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, but chill.
That's okay. In the regular season, not playoffs, regular season.
Are you sitting here telling me that it's the same as Kobe, even though Kobe in the mid-range? That's probably the best part of his game.
What do you think Embiid's best part of his game is?
On the box.
No, it's not. It is the mid-range. It's 1,000% the mid-range. 1,000%.
I got a 7-1 guy. I got a 7-1 guy who is fantastic around the rim. One of the best finishers.
Who?
Embiid.
Where have you seen Embiid just bullying to the basket? What year?
Well, he is great around the rim. He's just not
great
around the rim.
But he's
great
still
around the rim. I saw
primarily
him, I saw
high
him in the bubble,
leverage mid-range shooter.
Oh no, I'm with you. He is great around the rim. But
I don't care what y'all talking about. 44% to 49%.
If you on top, we're talking about with 3 seconds up on the shot clock on the clock too, right? We're talking about 3
game's
seconds.
over. We got 3 seconds.
Grab it right there on the block. Boom, go straight up. I don't got time for all this.
No. Like Zach Edey did last night.
I don't got time for all that, man. Get on the block where you're supposed to be.
A lot of those guys are not built for that moment though, and I just feel like it will have to be LeBron or
James.
If not LeBron, it will have to go to KD. You know what I'm saying? I just
and if not too, Dion. I mean, you know what they could do, Dion.
I don't trust
Kawhi. They could always sub in Bronny, and because he's definitely built for this moment.
If they was taking anybody,
I would sub Bronny in and let him take the last shot.
You gotta go get him a uniform.
Hey,
you gotta put his name on it.
You don't need no uniform. Just you know what? Give him Tyrese.
He'll be part of the next team.
Joe, is your guy even closing the game in this situation?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Yeah,
he was.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he was on the floor. Yeah.
Over who?
So that's actually my next question.
I mean, it could be situational.
Yes.
I gotta ask you guys both: who's your starting lineup and who's your closing lineup? So let's just start with the starting lineups. Dion, I'm gonna go with you. Who's starting the game for you?
Right. I have Brown at the 1. I'm putting Curry at the 2. I have KD at the 3, Anthony Davis at the 4, and Joel Embiid at the 5. There's no other right answer. I mean, those 5 guys right there, we've seen what AD can do when he roams the floor. We see how impactful AD is when he plays the 4 position. And then having LeBron have either the outlet to give AD the ball in a block or give what's called Embiid the ball in the mid-range, or having off-ball screens going for Curry and KD the entire time. I just feel like that's the best mixture you're going to have on this roster.
Okay. All right, man.
Who you got, Big Ox?
Starting the game, I think I would start with Bron, Steph. Yeah, Bron, Steph, KD. So Bron, Steph, JT, KD, and Joel. Yeah. Bron, Steph, JT, KD, Joel. Yep, I'll start with that.
Mars.
So we're assuming KD is good to go, right?
Yeah.
If he's not, then we're assuming that.
Yeah, KD's good to go.
Then I'm going with the same lineup that Ox said.
Okay. Swiper.
Yeah, I've been consistent about this. Steph, Ant, Bron, KD, Embiid, and then closing probably Steph.
Wait. Swiper. We're not doing closing yet.
Wait,
what?
And Bron.
Steph,
Embiid,
Ant, Bron, KD. Steph, Ant, Bron, KD, Embiid.
Okay.
What did y'all miss the first time? Open years.
I missed one of those names. I don't know who it was.
It's the KD.
Yeah, I missed. I
think I said KD and Embiid too fast. I think I said KD and Embiid. And then close.
We're only going to start lineup. Swiper, follow the instructions, bro. Damn.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Yo, chill.
Swiper always going to make up his own rules.
James at the 1, Curry at the 2, Jason at the 3, Anthony Davis at the 4, Embiid at the 5.
Okay. So I'm the only one that got Kawhi in my starting lineup?
James at the 1, Curry at the 2, Jason at the 3, Anthony Davis at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5.
So you starting JT over KD?
Yes, I am.
KD on the bench? Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Chill.
The most
you don't believe that.
Olympian. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Chat, I'm running a poll right now. I'm asking who would you guys start out of these 4 guys? It's going to be Ant, JT, Kawhi.
I didn't have a problem with Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench.
And
wait, the most decorated
Ron, what's yours? Because you said that you had Kawhi. None of us had Kawhi. What's yours?
I got
Tyrese, Steph. Kawhi.
Now that you do mention Tyrese, but I'm going Steph, Bron, Kawhi, KD, Embiid.
That's cool. I like that. I mean, all good lineups from everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, everything's gonna be staggered anyway. So I mean, they might just go. Let's start with the established, experienced NBA champions, and just say Steph, Bron, Kawhi, KD, AD. They might do that. Like, you never know. Like,
that was my closing lineup right there.
Yeah, they could throw whatever they want out there for us. So.
That's your closers?
Yeah, Steph, Bron, Kawhi, KD, and AD. I want them closing the game for me. You have to keep that Bron and AD connection on the court as much as possible, especially going down to the late stretch. You want as many guys that play each other already. Before.
What if they're playing Serbia?
You say they're playing Serbia? I still keep the same lineup. That's fine.
You think AD at the 5 versus Serbia?
Hey, I'm just saying, that AD and Bron connection against Serbia might not go too good.
But you stop it.
Look, it's the same thing. It can be in LA, it could be in Denver, it could be in Serbia, it could be in Morocco.
Bro, Serbia's going to get smoked anyway, so I don't see why we're talking about them. They're going to get smoked.
I mean, they're a pretty good team, actually. I mean, they'll probably. I could think they can make the conference.
They're not better than France. They're not better than Canada. They're not better than the USA.
Serbia's really good, bro.
I'm standing on the Serbia's not going to be.
All right,
they're not going to be France. They're not going to be US.
Dion, you don't know what Serbia got. I'm telling you, you have no. You think they got just Joker and Bogdanovic? You have no clue what they got over there.
They got squad.
Hey, they got some cats over there. Look. I know a lot of NBA players that couldn't make the Serbian team. I'm gonna put it like that.
I heard about that. I heard somebody got dropped. Yeah, I heard about that.
All right, but Ox, who you got closing lineups?
Closing lineups. It'll probably be pretty much the same, except for Kawhi coming in for JT. You know what? My closing lineup, we're going small. Joel, you can sit your ass down too. For my closing lineup. We're going, not necessarily small because there's still a lot of big dudes. Bron, Steph, Drew, Kawhi, KD.
KD at the 5?
One more time. Say that again.
And this is situational too. It depends on what team we're playing against. Mind you, it depends on what team we're playing against. But I want to go Steph, Drew, Bron, Kawhi, KD.
Steph, Drew, Bron, Kawhi, KD.
Mm-hmm.
KD at the 5.
I put Bron at the 5 before that.
Versatility.
It's just something I wanted to start together. See how they look. No big deal.
I'll be interested to see that. That'd be a fire lineup for real. All right, Mars, who you got closing the game?
Yeah, like Ox said, situational. But the lineup I'm most comfortable with would probably be Bron, Kawhi, KD, Jason Tatum, and then at the 5, AD or Embiid.
This is a defensive starting closing lineup.
Well, I don't want someone who can be attacked on defense on the floor in the closing minutes.
No, I don't.
So I'm gonna go with Embiid, but I could go AD or Embiid. And once again, situational. If we are in desperate need of offense, I'm gonna throw Steph out there for sure. But more often than not, I'm gonna try and get any defensive question marks off the court.
Yeah, I feel that. I got to take Steph off and put Ant in the game.
I'm not taking Steph off the court at all down the stretch whatsoever.
I mean, Steve Kerr's done it before when they need
100%
stops.
He has. Yes,
but
he has.
Steve, look what Steve Kerr's working with. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot of players on Team USA that can protect Curry, bro. And we have a lot of other defenders, you know what I'm saying?
He's done it with the 2017 Warriors. He would take Steph out the game when they needed stops. It's just logical.
Well, he had Draymond and all-league defender in Klay Thompson on the
court. Yeah, it's just logical. And once again, I'm not saying this is why it's situational. If we're up 4 and we're closing the game and we need stops, I'm going to take Steph out of the game because he's the mismatch that teams are going to hunt. But if we're down 4, I'm going to put Steph in the game because not only is he the best shooter God's ever created, the havoc he's going to cause for defenses trying not to give him threes is going to create shots. So it's all situational. But if you told me the most fluid, flawless lineup we can throw out there would be the lineup I think I put out. Like, there's just no holes in the lineup, even if the strengths aren't as strong as what you can get with Steph.
What's up, Ox?
I was wondering, can y'all see like Devin Booker not getting a whole lot of playing time this summer?
Yes,
that could happen. That could very well happen.
Yeah. I'll bet. Go ahead, Swiper.
No, you straight. If it's defense, it's going to be Ant, Drew, Kawhi, LeBron. Probably maybe AD, but it could be Bam, but probably AD. And then if it's offense, Steph, Book, LeBron, Durant, and then probably Embiid. Probably my closing 5 if they need a bucket.
JT not being in your defensive lineup is interesting.
Well, I think just if just on a singular possession, Kawhi Leonard's a better defender than JT. So I'm thinking if I just need a specific switch stop, Kawhi Leonard's a better on.
Oh no, Ant is the one I'm questioning.
Oh, you take Ant off?
Yeah, for sure. But I can understand.
I think my bad. I think I was influenced because I remember Ant had a 6-24 game, and then Shield said he played a terrific game because of his defense.
I didn't say terrific. Terrific was not the word that I used. I
said he played a great game. You said a great.
I said he played a damn good game.
No, you said a great game. What's the difference between great and terrific?
Okay, first of all, if I said that, I would own that. But I said he played a damn good game. You said you said he played a horrible game.
You lended it towards defense. So
if
I'm taking, then I want a damn good defender on the squad. Then, regardless what his shooting percentages are in this series, in this Olympic round, I think he's going to be a really good defender. Change the series. Put him on ball. Let him guard Micic.
All right, Chill. Who you got?
Well, I think that the USA team, I don't think a lot of these games are going to be close. But if they are close, my front court's going to be Davis, Bam, Tatum, and in the back court, it's going to be Drew Holiday and James.
This is who you got closing?
Yes. If the game's going to be close, because I need one shot. That's it. I can't have multiple, especially when you playing against teams like France, when you're playing against teams like Serbia, right? When you're playing against teams like Spain. That got guys, teams like Germany, that got guys who could stretch the defense. I need one shot, one rebound. That's it. So I need guys to get in there and clean glass and get these guys off the floor. Now, if we are smoking a team, I mean, I think guys like Devin Booker will be on the floor more. I think Halliburton would be on the floor. Devin Booker, Halliburton, KD, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, guys like that.
All right, y'all. We're about to go ahead and transition into these super chats. Y'all sent a few through, so let's go ahead and make it happen. Tyler T with the daily reminder. He said Jokic better and Celtics going back to back. Hope everyone's having a great week so far, yo.
Tyler's a Jokic and a Celtics fan. Interesting.
He's a fan of good basketball.
Celtics can dream about going back to back. They're not doing it. They're not going to be the first team in this decade to go back to back. I don't see the Celtics doing that.
Because LeBron and AD are going to stop them in the finals.
Well, I don't think they're going to get back to the finals. That's what I'm saying. You know, they've been real complacent. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing back their whole entire crew. But, you know, I got Philly. New York Knicks come back healthy. So there's a lot more hitters.
But the Lakers are bringing back their whole squad and they're going to the finals for you?
And on top of that, you mean bringing back the whole team that won the NBA championship last year?
And then the Lakers are bringing back the team that was a playing team, and they're going to be in the finals next year.
Stop saying we was a playing team, bro. Come on, bro.
You were a playing team.
We did. Okay, but be realistic. We're not at the back of the play-in team. We was at the top of the play-in team, so we technically didn't need the play-in. So don't say it like we did.
So essentially, Dion, you're the best. So essentially, you're the best looking at the ugly chicks. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. And then on top of that, when you look at it, the fourth seed and 7th seed was like 3 games apart. It wasn't a big gap. The Western Conference was super compact. So come on, let's be honest, bro.
You realize
we battled.
You realize the Lakers are 1-8 in their last 9 playoff games.
We battle injuries. Vanderbilt's coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's you're trying to slick. We played the Denver Nuggets, bro. Our last 8 games.
They lost in the second round.
Quiet, ball.
I'm saying we played the Denver Nuggets our last.
They lost in the second round.
What do you mean we lost the second round? We lost in the Western Conference Finals.
The Nuggets lost in the second round.
Okay, they still had a better matchup against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And that happened due to the fact of your best player not showing up. That's why that happened. So let's be realistic. So you guys are supposed to be Minnesota. You guys are supposed to be Minnesota. Jokic.
Yo, is this how I sound when I talk about the Kings?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all. I gotta keep it pushing. Mr. Steele sent through a super chat and said, when Dion talks, everyone needs to just nod their heads and smile.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Keep on hating, bro. Keep on hating. Keep on hiding behind that camera, bro.
How does that? No, Dion, real talk. How does that make
What's
you
up?
feel?
You said what?
How does that make you feel when people say stuff like that?
What, like what he just said?
Yeah, like just nod and smile. Like you just kind of gotta like just passively agree with you for the sake of the conversation.
How does that make him feel? Is this
the thing about it is, bro, the real stuff, bro, the real truth, bro, no one likes to hear about it. So people gonna disagree with me all they want to, that's fine, bro. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to say what I have to say. The thing about it is, bro, when I say about the Lakers and also the Boston Celtics, the East is getting way more deeper. I don't see them going back to back-to-back championships. We haven't seen one team in this decade go back-to-back championships. I'm talking about the great teams like the Golden State Warriors. The Denver Nuggets couldn't even do it. The Lakers didn't do it. None of these guys are going to do that. So I expect the Boston Celtics to get bounced out in the first 3 rounds next year. So you're going to see them.
But the West didn't get
Dion, to everybody out here hating on you, hating on your takes and saying whatever else that they say about you.
Please don't do
Tell them all they need to do. If they feel that way about you, tell them to come see
please. You know when it's coming.
You know it's on.
Dion, tell them to come see you in the PCL. All right. Tell them if they got a problem with you, tell them it's a.
What happened?
Did he just disappear on us?
Yo, Mars, can you take this off?
Get him out of here, right?
Bro, what is this host doing?
Yo,
come out here.
What's up? Ron out of here. That's what should have happened.
Look at our host.
Tell them it's a 7-week debate league where they can see you at. It's called the PCL. Tell them you will be there.
So
it's 2 wild card spots, so they could pull up if they really want to see you like that.
If anybody wants to catch an L, bro, anybody think they can debate me, bro.
Wait, Dion, you're in this
debate? Anyway, yeah, of course. If anybody think they can beat me inside of this debate,
Dion, you
already know where to find me.
Wait, how big is the field? How big is the field?
16.
It's 16 competitors. Yeah. It's the NBA playoffs.
Dion.
But somehow the Wizards snuck in.
Yo, all right. So you know what?
Swiper got that look on his face like this is a Brooklyn matchup that you got in the first round. You like, wait a minute, are you kidding me?
Hey, I mean that one year the Warriors did beat the Mavericks and they were the number 1 seed.
Baron Davis.
Yeah.
You know. And for what it's worth, Dion, I got you making a deep
Super chats, Ron. Super chats.
Right. We got 13 minutes, Ron.
It's Mr. Ron. GQ to you said, yo, Ron, this guy stinks.
I don't stink.
I thought it smelled pretty good up here.
Oh, okay. I got up early. On some cardio in, took a shower.
DN said Cooper, MF, and Flagg. First prospect from my home state. Crazy seeing the progress over the years and the eyes he's brung to the scene here, including a EYBL program.
I think Duncan Robinson from Maine too. Yeah, I think Duncan Robinson from up. Yeah, I think Duncan Robinson from up there too.
So Duncan Robinson was the first event, and now Cooper Flagg's the main event.
But he said prospect. I don't think Duncan Robinson. He played D3 ball and he transferred to Michigan. So I got some gum ox if you want some.
No, I'm straight. They said I didn't brush my teeth, but I distinctly remember brushing my teeth.
I got the Dentine ice for you.
Okay, just make it.
I got the extra for you. I got some extra for you if you need that. I'll just mail you all of this. All right.
I'm concerned you have that much gum on deck, Ron.
Oh,
even on top of that, use gum. Y'all don't use the Listerine spray?
I got the Listerine spray. Where's it at?
Yes, like, you don't use that?
I don't got Listerine. I got Crest. It's Scope, baby.
I just use
Mars. This is exactly what you're talking about, Mars. Ron, focus, Ron.
Yeah. Ron would rather show off his dental hygiene products than read Superchats.
Focus, Ron.
Man, I'm just trying.
That's not dental hygiene. That's just something to mask the funk. Brush your teeth and scrub your tongue. That's all you got to do.
Anyway, Ron,
even if you get done eating, if you got to go to a business meeting, I'll always have like something for my lip balm and spray for Listerine spray. Like it's just courtesy stuff, Especially when you come salsa dancing to Atlanta, bro. You know what I mean? You just gotta be set. Cologne, deodorant, making sure you smell good. Some smell good.
Condrill said, Chill's point is what happened to Melo. Not being drafted by Detroit changed the type of player he became.
Melo would have been a 2-time champion, and everybody's whole narrative around him would have changed. So I agree.
A lot of our opinions on players is a lot based on situation. It's unfortunate, but how it goes.
I mean, Michael Jordan, if he was, drafted to a different team, whole story would have been different. LeBron not being from Cleveland, if he was from Golden State, from San Francisco, the whole thing would have been different. Yeah, 1,000%.
Duce Rhodes said Jared Sellinger was a beast in Ohio State.
Yeah, he was. I didn't like him. He didn't get above the rim for me, but he was a good player.
he was a tweener. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. I don't really think those guys fit in the league. 6'6" power forwards and 6'7" power forwards.
Unless you're a super freak athlete like Barkley was.
Yeah, right. It's an anomaly if you ask me.
Yeah.
Shout out. Plus, if you're not if you're not a defensive stopper like Draymond Green or something, like good luck.
JT Tony said, if you told me Marshawn Brooks wasn't going to be a star, I thought you were crazy. 7 gram Swish said, I was high on Nick Johnson from Finn Prep that went to Arizona.
Yeah, most people were.
Shout out to Nick Johnson and Gabe York. They had us all thinking that they was going to be the next best thing.
Somebody brought up Derek Williams from Arizona, bro.
Yeah.
Have you seen
number 2, right? He went number
Have you
2,
seen his highlights from the last couple of seasons overseas?
He killing it over there?
I'm talking about some crazy hops. Crazy.
Marcus FRM 626 said New Ant was going to be exactly what he was when I saw his body type in high school. Remember, he reclassified to go up, and he was a volume scorer as a freshman.
There was way too many flaws in Ant's game at Georgia for me to be as high on him, but he figured.
So because he was buff, he was going to turn out.
That's what I heard, because he was a objectively bad shooter and bad defender with horrible shot selection. There was a lot of issues with Ant, but.
Oh, Marcus, you like this muscle definition? David Estillo became a member. Big shout out to him. I shouted you out earlier, but I'm going to shout you out again, my man. Appreciate you. D. Jupiter became a member as well. And my man Desto, if this is the Desto I'm thinking, he became a member. Shout out to Desto. Desto, what took you so long, brother?
He said he became a member just to comment on Dion's hate on Jason Kidd.
What do you say?
Well, shout out this.
He left. He said it in the chat a long time ago that he just had to point out.
I don't hate Jason Kidd. I don't hate Jason Kidd at all. I think Jason Kidd's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. Good point guard. Decent
good
coach.
Point guard.
You know what I'm saying? Great point guard. Decent coach.
He was a good point guard. He was solid.
Oh yeah, he was all right. Yeah, you got to understand around here, Dion. If you critique anybody, you're a hater. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Apparently, me and Zero. That's how it works with me for some reason.
No, you actually a hater, Swiper. I'm be honest.
Of who? Wait.
We hating on LeBron, bro. We hating on
LeBron James.
You hating on Lakers way too much, bro.
I hate on LeBron James.
The Lakers, yeah, and LeBron, yeah. What do you think LeBron's top 5 right now in the league?
Oh my God! I told you not to engage.
You say yes or no. You say no.
Swiper, answer the question so we can move on, please.
What's the question?
Exactly what you just heard. Is James a top 5 player in the 24-25 season?
Top 5 at his position?
Is James a top 5 player in the whole universe? 24-25 season, is LeBron James a top 5 player in the NBA?
Swiper, you can hire me as your lawyer right now, and I can object for you. I can intervene right now.
Top 5 above 30 players.
LeBron James is a top 5 player 24-25 season. Yes or no?
Okay, how many players are in the NBA?
You don't have to
over 430 players are in the NBA. Is LeBron
all qualify for? They all qualify for this list.
Qualify for this, and LeBron James is a top 5 player going into the 24.
Invoke your Fifth Amendment rights.
Wait. Can I take out the non-African American players?
No, you can't.
No, okay, no, he's not top 5.
You're badgering the witness. Chill.
Yes, and it was a very direct question. So,
I mean, if you took out Luka and Jokic, he has a case.
And Giannis and Embiid. Yeah.
And Jason Tatum too.
And then take out.
No, stop, please, man. No, don't bring up Tatum, please, man. You guys are doing decent until you bring up Tatum.
All right, Joe, we gotta keep it pushing, y'all. I gotta get to these super chats. The Jupiter said, "Not so hot take. Seeing LeBron and Steph in the same uniform right now makes me imagine what the duo would do in their primes. Easily the greatest duo ever."
Which is why we're never supposed to see it.
Yeah, it's interesting. People are like, "Oh, I want to see LeBron and Steph," and they get mad at Steph and KD.
Right?
Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, cool. Okay.
I mean, Mars, it's a little different. Like,
why? Wait a minute. How, Ron?
No. I'm saying. Well, I can see why they would get mad, but I'm saying it's still a little different though. Like playing with Bron as opposed to playing with KD is just a little.
So you're saying KD's better?
No.
So why are people more mad about Steph and KD than they would be about Steph and Bron?
You don't think people be mad? Are you serious? You guys are.
People would have been mad, but it would have been.
No, of course, people will be mad. But I'm also talking about.
There'll be more outrage than Steph and KD. They'll be more mad.
There's outrage at the fact that LeBron James
will
is
you
still
feel
playing
arguing
basketball.
a non-LeBron specific category in tournament?
Yeah, okay, never mind.
I'm very comfortable.
So if we talk about, all right, I got you.
Go ahead. Just name somebody random.
We got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing.
Scottie
Drink
Pippen,
More
94
Water
season.
said, "I don't know how much of the Greek national team y'all have watched, but Vasilis Spanoulis is doing some interesting things with Giannis off ball and team defense in general. 4th year coaching, so just a name. So just a name to look out for later on."
I like the fact
they hadn't made it since Winchell.
The Greek national team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's 20 years.
Did they say 16 years or something like that? One of those
it's
numbers?
16 or 20, one of them.
Since so that would have been 8. Wow.
Well, in 04 wasn't the Olympics.
It was in Greece. In 04, it was in Greece.
Athens, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Do you get automatic qualifier for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so.
You do?
Yeah, that's why France is automatic.
Automatic qualification.
Oh
yeah,
wow,
it's automatic. Yeah.
Oh wow,
I did not know that.
That's very interesting.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you lobbying there.
You better get automatic. It's in my country. There's no way I'm gonna watch other people compete. What are you talking about?
Yo, but speaking of Vasilis Spanoulis, in case y'all don't know him, he is a EuroLeague legend. I think he's the greatest EuroLeague player of all time. He now has transitioned to become a coach. He coached Perisic in Greece, coached him up very good. They're actually about to be in the Euro Cup next year. And they were nothing before he got there. He actually left as a coach, so it's going to be interesting to see where he goes next. But he is coaching the Greek national team, so that says a lot about him. Dudes like Giannis, they praise him because he's just a Greek legend. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. But in case y'all don't know, he is a Greek legend, European legend, 100% undoubtedly. He played against like Kobe and them guys. They all show him love. Everybody from that generation because they all played against them. And
Kay Cunningham, by the way, just agreed to a 5-year, $224.
Just now, I thought that
happened. I don't blame him.
It already happened.
I guess it just go.
He just officially signed it today.
Yeah.
Well deserved. It's unfortunate, Cage, you're gonna be in Detroit.
In Detroit? That's the Bugatti. That's the Bugatti.
Yeah, he deserves the money. It's just unfortunate that he's gonna be in Detroit for the foreseeable future.
Right, but we got to build our unit around somebody. We have to do that.
Who are they gonna give the other max to? Thompson, Jalen.
That's what we got to find out. That's what
it's gonna be Ron Holland, but just give it some time.
Jalen Durant.
Nah, he's not gonna get a max.
Gandhi KV2 said, check the chat. 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 43 seconds. Gandhi, can you let us know the episode where we need to go?
That was over 3 hours long.
I wasn't here.
That's a good question.
Yeah, you just chatting.
Y'all were just
Gandhi,
yapping.
are you just chatting, Gandhi?
It might have been 2 hours. It might have been 2 hours.
Nah, he's a 3 hours.
Reggie Red said, I hope LeBron learned a lot from Kobe in 08 about how to be a leader for an Olympic team. Imagine embarrassment if they don't win gold.
If they don't win gold, that would be hilarious. I'm sorry. As the non-Americans,
wouldn't it make sense though? Wouldn't it make sense given the fact that they don't play together and everybody else plays together? Basketball wise,
if you want to justify it, that's fine. I'm gonna just be here laughing. When France win, I'm gonna be finding it hilarious. So.
You guys' dreams, bro. That's not happening. We all know that's not happening.
I know Jamaica ain't winning it. Mars, how about that? Put that in your pipe.
What's going to do to me?
Yeah,
Jamaica.
How about that? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, hey, if Patrick Ewing played for Jamaica, hey, maybe they could have won. But nah, he won't be a fraud.
Box score watching Wayne said Cooper Flagg next face of the league, fellas.
What league? PAL, Police Academy League?
The NBA.
Well, it's obviously gonna be Wemby, but I mean, they might try and push Cooper Flagg, or
No, they will. 100% they will.
Demographic and stuff.
What would he have to do to get in that conversation? Like a 25, 10, and 6 type player?
What conversation?
If he was a rookie, as a rookie, if he was a 20, 10, and 5 guy, and they ended up making some sort of play toward the play-in tournament, yeah. He would definitely be in that conversation, just off the strength of who he is. Because, like I said, it doesn't get more Larry Bird than Cooper Flagg.
Is he going to be the walk in the league and be the best American-born white player?
Well, who else is there?
Well, who's the competition right now? Austin Reeves, Tyler Hero, Chet.
Respect Reed Shepherd.
I doubt he'll be better than Chet from day one, but long term, I think he will be.
All right, Reed gonna show y'all something different.
Respect Kevin Huerter.
I hope so, bro. That's the Curry.
Kayvon, sir.
Right.
Cultured Saunders said, Dion here. This episode is cooked.
Respect the episode. It was a good
episode.
This
been fun. I like arguing with Dion. Dion's fun.
This is great.
I've been
a high quality episode, man. What are we talking about?
Dion thinks I'm a LeBron hater, which is strange to me, but you know.
Ox, Bron hater. What's it called? You're a Bron hater. OG be playing the fence sometimes too. I ain't gonna lie.
OG doesn't.
I'm playing the fence sometimes.
If you were borderline Bron hater, then the whole
OG, you straddle the LeBron fence, he says?
No, I'm just not as ridiculous as you are. That's all.
Yeah, if you were borderline, then yeah, no one.
Mind you, Swiper, he called me a Bron hater because I was up here having an issue with the dumb shit that Gilbert Arenas said yesterday, and he flipped that into me being a Bron hater.
Wait, what did Gilbert say? I missed that.
We can't get into that right now.
No big deal. But Swipe, I didn't hear your take yet. I know we don't got time for it today, but I'm very interested in your take about how we are the new kings of the West. But we can get into that later.
Who's the new kings? The Kings or the Kings?
Sacramento.
Never.
Thursday, Swiper. We'll make that
DeMar
happen.
DeRozan.
We could start the show off with that on Thursday.
Is
but
he
as of right now, my man,
is he a
7
top 4
gram
third option
Swish
in the West right now?
7 gram Swish said we got to stop the Collier hype ASAP, man.
He's a youngin. Why?
Marcus FRM 626 said chill, stop. Bronny ceiling is GP2.
Chill. Who did you say his ceiling was? Who did you say his ceiling was?
I think he could Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday. I think he can be in that.
Marcus Smart and Drew Holiday are different players than Avery Bradley. And Drew Holiday is a different player than Marcus Smart. Which one?
He just means defense first guards. That's what he means.
Well, you can't give 3 levels of player and tell me that's the ceiling.
Okay,
he's just saying he said that's the place that he should watch in
that model, in that mold of
so
play.
A 6'1" guard should model after 6'4", 6'3", and then
so he's 6. So he flat-footed. He's 6'1", so he's 6'2" actually. And
what's that? What do you mean 6'2"? What is that actually?
Would you focus on
when he's on the court? He's 6'2" because he's wearing shoes. That's what he's saying.
Once again,
he got stilettos. He got stilettos on. I got you.
And just so we clear, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", it's the same as 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". It's basically the same thing. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I told you Ox is 6'6". When I said I'm the back.
Chill, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
So you're 6'4" with shoes on?
Yes, and a half.
So you're 6'3".
So I'm 6'3". Okay, sure.
So look, okay, so you're 6'3". All right. So you tell everybody you're 6'4" though. I guess I'm 6'2" now. I'm 6'2".
Okay, so sure. I'm 6'3".
With a hat on, I'm 6'3".
I walk around with no shoes on, so I'm 6'3". That's me.
You walk around with no shoes on?
I walk around with no shoes.
You might be a naturalist. I don't know. I don't know your lifestyle.
I am not a naturalist.
Seen each other in years.
But the point is,
I got to get to these super.
Yeah, I don't know how we.
Toast the Goat said, Dion, no one takes you serious. Show me 20 people who do. Dion, you got one right here. You got 2.
Appreciate it.
I think that was it. He's gone. Yeah.
Wait, did he leave?
Yes.
His phone probably died. I don't think Dion is.
Ron, you said you took him seriously and kicked him off. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's out hosting right there. But,
Cultured Saunders said Ron be bringing this man up like this shit's funny. Why would I not bring Swipe up?
Ron, your jokes don't land. Everybody know what you're doing. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Get better. Get better. Get better. Try harder. Get better. That's what we're saying. Get in the lab.
You need a better joke writer.
Harder. I just got to get better. I can't try. I'm trying as hard as I can.
The notes is there. The skill is just not.
All right.
You'll jokes fall apart like the
Reggie
Bucks
Evans,
did, bro. You and your Bucks takes.
Johnny Davis.
The Tribe One said Flagg is already ready for the league. He nasty for real.
I think he's ready for the league right now. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Joe.
Later, fellas. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Hip name Slickback said,
"Bye, everybody. See y'all."
Is this brother on drugs? First round Bronny?
What's wrong with Bronny in the first round? Oh, Merry Christmas, man.
Pimp named Slickback also said if his name was John Smith, he goes undrafted.
But his name isn't John Smith, so oh.
Your Highness Charles said, "Yo, Morpheus, come grab your nephew, bro." Morpheus. No, that was a good one. Rob B. Real 1982 said, "Bron not the GOAT. Bron Jr. is not good. Full cap."
Just wait till Bronny hoop in the NBA, man.
Drink More Water said, LeBron Nash was the high school guy I missed on. Haven't heard that name in a while. Stavion S said Malik Newman was nasty. Tyreek Evans too.
Those highlights had me thinking he was the next Ray Allen.
Money Man said Chill only says call your mother. Call your dad too.
Not calling that either, man.
Damn. All right. Grizz12 said, how JT playing 5 out with 4 All-Stars and shoot 38%? It's a good question. I'll be asking them type of questions too, Grizz.
You feel like missing his shots, man. Is what it is.
It looked good though.
Man,
even when it don't go in, it look good.
It
look good enough to be top 5, right?
Hey, he a champion. Who cares? He a champion.
Right, you sure?
Greatest said Steph going for Olympic 3-peat record or 3-point record. Dead ass.
Yeah, I wonder what the record is for most threes made in a single Olympics. He might go for it.
Marcus FRM 626 said, watch VJ Edgecombe drop back-to-back 20 balls for the Bahamas in Olympic qualifiers, and he an incoming freshman.
Yeah, he going to Baylor.
Shout out VJ, man. Can't wait to see him next year. Sean Kane said, Chill always reminisces on what if Brandon Roy, Grant Hill, D Rose, and more, but keep shitting on Kawhi for trying. This is sad.
Damn, Chill. Chill.
Facts, Chill.
Dave 100 times live, been a member for 8 months. He said, y'all really gonna leave us with Ron and Ox?
What's he talking about?
What about me?
Just right there?
Damn.
I have not bad.
Damn. Hey, you wanted like to guys. Yeah, this all right. For real. This feel kind of good, you know? Nah, this is better. Hey, we'll catch you tomorrow.